What's going on, guys? Welcome back to The Neighbors Podcast. I'm Mitchell.
David.
And we're joined by Jesse Bresser.
What's up?
So, finally, what?
The most just like mellow. What's up?
Stop.
Doing you a favor being here, bro.
Kind of, though. It's cool,
big
though.
time.
It's cool to have... It's cool to have another person and to finally have a guest. And sixth episode, doing really well. You guys are crushing it on helping us out and the support. It's really cool. So, over the past couple days, we've had like 4 different states. And,
Yep. Big shout out to the 250 plus.
Yeah.
So
have you listened at all? Be honest.
Episode 4.
4, yeah.
Okay.
Shout out boys watching.
I was working the other weekend.
Yeah.
Honestly, pretty impressed with how many downloads you guys have had.
Yeah,
right?
we are too.
Yeah, you're telling us, man.
Not a lot of like, other than, social media posting all this stuff. Like all around the U.S. is kind of surprised me, to be honest.
Yeah, it's pretty cool because I think streaming probably helped with that.
Definitely helped you for sure, like having that crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I mean, I only do D&D now, so I don't even play games really on stream. So I don't really have the following that I used to have. But I think it definitely helped in terms of my Twitter and that kind of shit.
250 though. What are you at now?
Yeah, 252 or something like that. Yeah,
something just over the hump.
It's
How
cool.
long? 2 weeks?
Yeah, this is our 6th episode, so this is end of our 3rd week,
Right.
technically.
Something like that, yeah.
But it's super cool because it states that you wouldn't guess, or that I wouldn't even guess because I felt like I knew my market pretty well while I was streaming. But Maryland,
Yeah, Maryland.
Like, what?
I have no idea how we got out to Maryland.
Yeah, and I knew a couple people that lived in like Minnesota or Wisconsin.
Right. I know a couple people in like Idaho, Arizona.
Yeah, we crossed over 100 downloads for our first episode, which means 100 different people have listened to it.
Yeah.
It's kind of tight.
That's a fucking lot.
Yeah, that's
no
a lot
idea.
of people. It's crazy. It's really cool. So, humble brag there.
Yeah.
It is humbling. It's crazy to listen.
Yeah, I mean,
I love it too.
I didn't think it was going to
Refreshing
happen. Right?
And I'm like,
I'll be at work and Mitchell's texting me like, bro, we crossed 150, 184. Like, oh, dude, we're almost at like the new goal.
worse. I love it so much, but it makes me anxious as fuck.
Right?
Yeah, you are anxious.
Yeah, like I haven't been able to sleep, so
I'm sleeping like a baby.
I will tonight for sure.
Mitchell was like texting me earlier in the week about it.
About sleeping?
No, just like about the podcast. I'm like,
Oh yeah,
you're doing good, Mitch. Just relax.
I am, man. I don't like.
No, he's got goals, man. I respect
I
it.
don't
I
like
like
being
it.
stagnant. Dude. He was like, "You're not being stagnant. We just did so much shit," and I was like, "You're right."
Right?
I was like, "But
He's
I
throwing
wanna do
all
more."
these ideas out left and right, and I'm like,
How
these
much
are
do you think a
great
billboard
ideas.
costs?
Yeah, dude.
Well, how much? Like 5 G's?
I don't know. He was like a lot.
Yeah, I mean, like,
He's like, "Yeah, good point."
everything I found out was like $1,200 for like a rolling billboard, like $1,300, $900. I'm just
Billboards
like,
actually fucking suck, though.
I think they do. Yeah.
yeah, I don't think billboard. I mean,
We got a lot of stickers to pass out. Basically the same thing.
I would rather just like make some sort of like YouTube video and post that, and like try to like shoot that around.
I don't know.
But I hate being in front of the camera, so.
Yeah, camera's weird, but
you could just go pass stickers out in downtown Portland.
yeah, yeah.
Check it out.
100%. I know Kirsten and Blake have like gone around and put the stickers up places. And I'm like, yeah.
Like we know who you are.
Yeah, we know where, yeah. We
Hey guys, we noticed your sticker on our window of our business. Oh fuck, that wasn't me.
Yeah.
I don't even know we had stickers, to be
That's
honest.
the best idea.
Yeah, you know.
I threw it on the back of my computer, so
Yeah, see that.
people at the desk.
I kind of like the apple coming through it though.
Yeah, right?
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, sick.
Did you center that before you put it on there, or just
No,
slap
I
it on?
just made it cover the apple.
Me and Troy tried to do a podcast like, I want to say 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah, you guys want to do like
We were doing
entertainment
like
stuff,
sports.
and
Yeah, we recorded like 2 episodes. We have them, but it was like, I think 3 years ago was a lot harder to get your podcast onto like Apple and stuff
for
like
sure.
that. So we were recording through a phone call, and I don't know even where we tried to put it out at first. So we were looking. What's the one that John always talks about?
Anchor.
Anchor. Yeah, Anchor was
Okay.
the one.
Yeah. I remember Anchor was big. They still might. I don't know.
And then Troy saw the post on Facebook, and he was like, "Traitor."
That's hilarious. I'm gonna move this mic just that way.
No, that's
so
cool.
we get Jesse a little
Yeah,
more.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I remember. I think I listened to part of it because you guys didn't post it. I don't think, right?
No, we didn't post
I
it.
remember you showed me though.
We have a couple saved on my phone. The intro was my dad hollering at me. I was like, "Yo, we just recorded our first podcast." He's like, "I don't give a shit." That was like part of the intro.
That's great.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's so your dad. That's such your dad's response to like almost any dad, but definitely yours. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it was pretty creative. Troy did handle all the editing and stuff. I didn't have to do anything, so I had a real easy job.
David's done most of that stuff. I basically just blast it out on social media.
With your guys' success, you've brought back. We may be doing it again. Who knows?
Oh, you guys?
May try again.
Yeah,
might as
why
well.
not?
Dude, it's super easy to at least get it started.
Yeah.
It's easier to start a podcast and get it on a bunch of different platforms than it is to make a new Facebook account. I tried to make a new Facebook account for this, and they made me take a picture of myself, and it took 72 hours for them to be like, all right, you're
You're
real.
good.
You're real. You're on it. I'm like, dude, I don't want to be on Facebook. That's bad. Facebook pisses me the fuck off. I don't want to be here.
Yeah, you guys posted it everywhere.
Yeah,
Sick.
and it was cool because at the beginning we moved from like one place. We had to wait to get approved
and all that.
So, yeah. Because I don't know, but I guess I'm sure they have like some sort of AI that listens for certain content to know if it's like adult content.
You have a good name too.
Neighbors.
Yeah, it's like it's simple. It was easy for me to find.
Yeah.
I'm always on podcasts. I've been on podcasts for a long time, but Neighbors, I just put it in, scrolled right or scrolled left, and you were like the fourth one in or third one in. And
third or fourth one in, starting out.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'm not mad about that.
Troy and I's name was the neutral zone infraction. We had never really settled on it.
Yeah,
we were gonna go for short, but it's bad. It's like NZI. So we're like, oh, Nazi. Like we can't say NZI as a fucking name.
Yeah, that's rough.
So we went to where we,
Yeah,
names kind of stopped, but we may start it up again.
I like it though, man. Like
names are big. Names are a big thing.
Neighbors is simple. It's good.
Yeah.
It's easy.
kind of to the point.
It's, makes you a little bit curious.
Yeah. What? Neighbors?
Yeah,
What's
neighbors.
happening?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe
it's cool.
fuck your neighbors. Maybe love your neighbors.
Whoa.
No, like
No, I know. I'm just kidding.
There's a couple I was like, fuck them.
this guy never
Yeah,
trims
for
his
real.
lawn. Just bothers you because your house next to you just looks like shit. Something like that.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah, we're those guys for
There's
sure.
the one down the street, the one that's been empty for fucking forever.
Dude, yeah, that like 4 different banks or 5 different banks have.
Yeah, I know that house is haunted too. There's a lot of haunted houses on this.
How do you know this house is haunted?
Because the
That was-
fucking lady who lived there was a fucking witch.
Rebecca?
You were talking about.
Yeah, well, in Dakota.
Yeah, Rebecca and Dakota.
Yeah, she had open like fucking I don't know what the spell books, I guess.
Dude, I used to hang out there with Dakota like all the time.
Yeah, it's creepy as fuck.
That's the episode I listened to. You guys were talking about. That.
Yeah, Shadow Boy.
Shadow
and shit,
Boy.
yeah.
Dude, it was
Definitely a real thing. David didn't know.
Yeah, I had no
I
idea.
experienced it when I was here a couple
No
times.
idea.
Yeah, tell us
like,
about it.
I think I may have been here for a few of them, but like one of them was the stereo coming on
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I talked about that.
in the living room. Yeah, the stereo coming on in the living room. I was spending the night here. I stayed the night here a whole bunch.
Yeah.
We all did, but
dude, I don't like that.
one. There was another weird. Maybe the sink coming on full blast. I think was the other one, and that was like after we looked at the clock and it was like 3:15, 3:30 in the morning.
Told you.
Wipe that
We're like,
fucking
yo,
grin
this-
off your face. Get that grin off your
This is
face.
the hour of the demons, or whatever, some shit like that.
It
And
is,
then all of a sudden, like, fuck that. So get up.
But it's like you're too young, you can't leave. You're just stuck there.
Yeah,
Dude.
it was spooky, but it wasn't like I'm way more scared of that shit now than I was when I was younger. Now I'd be like, all right,
No. Dude,
we need to solve this problem now.
even to this day, like when I stay up late and like go to bed at like 2, 3 in the morning or whatever, like I'll wake up and hear a random ass noise, and like I'll just like turn over, face my wall, and just like
You guys watch that?
put my eyes on my wall. So I'm just like, fuck it, like forget about it. New subject. Think about something.
I'm the
Dude, I hate it,
I'm
man.
like grabbing my gun and like
just
looking around the house.
Nah,
I'm,
dude.
Like, looking out back, looking out front. I have like paranoia, like from my old man pounding it into my head. Like, you hear that sound? The fuck is that? It's never anything, but every time, what is that?
Yeah, I remember that shit. You guys still do the shit for the front door.
Oh, the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to have an alarm system, but
Negative
it
bar.
cost too much back in the day.
It's fair.
So
Yeah.
we just put like this steel bar with a coupler, and if it falls and hits the wood floor, it's the loud sound.
stuff, yeah.
Bang! And
Yeah,
wake
probably
you up.
bounce a little bit.
It
Yeah,
probably won't wake me up, but
yeah, pops maybe.
I'm a deep
back then for
sleeper.
sure.
Yeah.
yeah.
Are you a deep sleeper as my mom?
Oh yeah, there was the car wreck in my front yard. Like the Mercedes wrecked into my GMC. This was like 7 years ago. Like I live on a T.
Right.
And we've had 6 total cars, I think 4 different instances. But yeah,
Jeez.
6 a.m. he smashes Oak Street, smashes Mercedes into my GMC, and I just heard this like crashing sound. And I like woke up. I'm like, it's right next to my room too.
Oh,
David.
this is awkward. Wow.
David.
My phone was on Do Not Disturb. What
David. Who was it?
Sean. Sean, don't fucking call here again.
No, the sound was like crashing, and it was right next to my bedroom too. And I'm like, what the fuck was that? And I was like, oh, it was just my remote. I knocked my remote off my bed because I have wooden floors, and that's kind of a loud sound where you're like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I just knocked the remote. Batteries flew across the floor. No big deal. Lay back down. Like 10 seconds later, my door burst open. My mom, somebody hit your fucking truck. I'm like, what the fuck?
Who's gonna die today?
It wasn't the remote. I thought it was the remote, Mom.
Yeah, dude, you guys had to build like a fence basically.
Just build a
like
ramp.
A short fence.
If you just let him wash over.
him. If he built a ramp, it would go right into his room.
Just build like one of those like bicycle race walls where it goes up and like guides you over.
We put the highway barriers, made out of concrete that separate highways.
Yeah.
They're kind of shaped like a little pedestal type thing.
Okay. We can work that into a ramp. Give me a weekend.
Yeah, you can. For sure. It's a little bit rounded. Yeah, we bought those and then like fucking pounded the stakes and the rebar into the ground, anchored them in the ground. And then the city said, or the county said, you can't have those there because if someone wrecks into it, they're gonna if they die, it's your fault. We're like, oh, okay, but like, what about us?
Yeah.
Like, if we didn't have a car in our driveway for 2 of those times, the car would have been in the living room. So they're like, we argued with them a bit. They said you have to make it look like landscape, so we just built a fence and put a planter box on top. Now it's just like a nice little 3-foot fence.
They didn't care after that.
Yeah, no one knows. Recently, the guy
they will.
the hit and run at Albertsons was running and just like slid into. He was trying to make the turn on the 179th and slid into our fence and just smashed his car. And then he backed up and wedged himself between the fence and the sign, the street sign with 2 arrows. And then this dude literally was crazy. I was eating a hot dog. I remember I was eating a hot dog and I heard the sound. And I've heard it so much. I'm like, somebody hit the fucking fence. Like, finally, after we put it up, nothing happens. And we run outside and there's a white Jeep just comes driving across and just pins that guy into our fence. And there's like this badass cop that lives in our neighborhood, I guess, from Clackamas. His son must have wrestled at Aloha because he saw the hit and run, followed the car, then rammed his own Jeep into that car and got out and was like, Sheriff's Department, hands up! Like right when I ran out the house. I was like, whoa, bang! Yeah, dude, it was crazy. But he was badass. And then he's like, alright, sheriff showed up.
When was that?
That was a
couple weeks
months
ago.
back.
A few months?
Like 2 months ago. It was at Albertsons. Yeah, it was like a crazy little thing.
Okay.
It ends up in my driveway.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah,
we have people crash behind the house all
your
the time.
fence didn't break. The smash is in the fence. Nothing happens to the fence.
Because it's cement underneath it.
Just a couple broken boards. They're like, what the fuck? Man, that fence is good.
Yeah, we have crashes behind our house all the time. We had Christmas. This lady hit the telephone pole and the whole thing like was down.
Yeah.
And like wire and shit. And people were just like chilling. There's a car literally on the, because you know how, so on the other side of the road, it's a bunch of brush and trees and shit like that. Well, she's 8 feet, 10 feet deep.
Yeah, like she's
in this thing. And all these people are just like, just sitting in their cars and like, how are we gonna do this? Like, there's a person who like crashed in there. And so I went and helped her, and she's kind of drunk, and she's just crying for her husband who's not there. And at first, because I wasn't at the car, I thought maybe he had gotten like launched through the windshield or some shit, because I was like, where is this dude?
Yeah.
And I think they were like having an argument on the phone, and she had dropped her phone. She went to pick it up, and then boom. So, but I helped her, but I was like, I'm not going to touch you, because I've heard like horror stories about people, helping people get hurt, and then they sue them because they do something wrong or some shit. So like, I'm not going to do anything. I talked to James later about it. He's like, there's laws that kind of help protect you for it. Yeah, but I was just like, but I was like, I ain't doing that shit. Yeah, and guess what happened to me after I helped her? I fucking got poison ivy bad. Dude, I was like, no good deed, man. Fuck this. I was pissed.
There's another one up at Jenkins too. Going up to like Jenkins Estate.
Where people, what?
Oh, there's a car like in there, yeah.
So, right now?
Yeah, right around that turn. that bottom like hard turn.
Oh, yeah, like where it does the, like, S turn?
No, right after that, like that big loop. Yeah, so, like, there's a car just in there. Not as deep.
Dude, yeah, I was driving home from Cinnatopia. Oh, yeah, dude, just get people
for sure.
Yeah, fuck these guys.
They'll find it later. It'll be, like, the big Instagram post. Like, go here, like, 50 likes, no problem.
Yeah.
Fucking dope.
When I was driving home from Cinnatopia, because you come down Grab Horn in that area, but it was snowing. there were hella cars in the ditches right there. And every person who had crashed in those ditches was out in the middle of the street. And there are cars still coming. And I was like, dude, you guys are going to kill people.
So dumb.
I had to roll down the window and be like, you guys need to get in your car. I will kill you. Like, get out of here. Because, like, the car in front of me had to stop while they're going downhill, right? Had to, like,
that sounds
basically, they're going slow, but when there's ice on the ground,
Still, yeah.
what are you going to do?
It's just common sense. Like,
Guess what happened to the car?
Stop here. Let me just stand the fucking road while the cars can't stop.
Hey, excuse me, stop real quick.
The car in front of me was like, shit, because they had to stop. Guess what happened to them? They're in the fucking ditch, and I'm like, just went around. I was like, fuck these people.
People just stay on the brake too, which is like the worst thing.
You just gotta go. You're close. But there was people who were like driving like 1990 Honda Civics going uphill. I'm like, you guys are stupid as fuck. And I'm the driver during the snow where I'm pissed too. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? It's like, you can't brake. You're going uphill. You're gonna fuck me. I get pissed.
We that really bad storm, like I don't know, it was like
Couple
8 years ago.
Yeah. Oh, you're talking like 8 years ago? Is that what you said?
It was like bad. Like,
Yeah.
No, yeah, I remember. It was like 2014, I think.
Was it? Yes, probably not that long.
Yeah.
But me and my old man were in the dually, and the dualies are really heavy because they have obviously 2 more wheels in the back and a bigger axle. And all these people were in the ditch on Rigger, you know. They're like, "You're not gonna make it up that hill," and we're like, "Yeah, we are." All right, like, whoa. It's just like a tractor, just like grips to the ground, just goes straight up. It's like, all right.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like, why are you guys driving? Like, there's 4 inches of snow and ice on top of it.
Yeah.
Just like relax. This past winter, they were like, oh, we're gonna have a huge storm. It's gonna snow 14 inches. Dude, it doesn't do shit. And you know the first thing I think we might talk about
Everybody
this, but
bought out the stores,
kale. They bought out kale. That was the first thing that sold out of stores. Kale.
Why?
Like, what the fuck, dude?
Kale.
In Portland, you know,
It's gonna
like
go die quick.
Yeah, and you're gonna
Get some
eat it,
canned
and it's like,
food.
get some shit.
Get some hot dogs,
If you're gonna be
man.
stuck in your house, like,
top ramen, hot dogs.
that's gonna go.
Yeah, it's like about like refried beans.
Dude, probably the best thing I ever saw though in a snowstorm. I think it was like 3 years ago. I was driving down TV Highway coming home from work, and there was this dude on his bike, just mobbing in the snow. And it wasn't even like a regular bike. It was like the sit down, like pedals way out in front, like recliner bike.
Sit back. The one you ride on like the beach.
Yeah. Dude was just
really can't haul.
hauling. Well, I mean,
Yeah, you can kind of like spin out.
But
Oh yeah, it is like they do have a 2-wheeled one like that.
Yeah.
I always wonder how they got going on that.
well, like I don't understand the
They sit back,
turning. Like
bouncing, start pedaling.
yeah, like
Fuck that.
dude, I would hate
I hate
that.
riding bikes anyway.
I love bikes, but not
I
that
break
kind.
all the
Sit
time.
back.
Speaking of breaking shit, you break a lot of shit.
Oh yeah, we were just talking.
Yeah,
about
we're talking about this shit. Jesse was notorious for breaking stuff, not on purpose, but just like we get too rambunctious, and then shit would break. Like I have a sliding door that's right to my left, and we were doing something stupid. I can't remember, and chasing people, and someone like slid it shut really fast, and Jesse like pounded on it with both of his fists, and it gets pushed off the track. Well, the thing is that the door goes into the wall.
It's
There's
a pocket door.
it's a pocket door, so there's no way you can get it back on, and everyone does the same. Every kid does the same thing when they break shit. They go, oh, and all the fun you just had stops.
God, dude. And you're just like this
And the
instant,
person-
like, oh.
Yeah, and the person
fuck.
whose house you're at is
Yeah.
instantly pissed at you, right? And you're like, oh, fuck. Remember when we were at Doug's house and you threw that water keg thing and it hit the wall? just
stuck
put
in
this
the wall.
huge hole in the wall.
Jesus.
Everything.
You know the water dispensers that
Like,
the water cooler.
Yeah.
5 gallons of water or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like empty. I don't know. I just threw it. Someone was running.
Someone was running.
Oh my god! And just like smashed into the wall. I remember Miles Richards' house.
Yeah, you put a hole in the wall with your
Put
heel.
my heel and it went in the wall.
Why?
I don't know why it's always happening back in the day.
Yeah, we still have a cut out in our wall to fix the track.
I'm gonna fix it now though. That's what I do for a living. So I know all these things work when I break. It happened in college too. Me and Ryan Russo were like wrestling around. First year at George Fox, Dom had rented this basement apartment out from this family that lived in Newburgh.
Yeah.
And like I was like backed up against the wall, and somehow just me and Ryan are like moving around. Then all of a sudden we hear this snapping crack sound, and we're like, oh, same thing. Like your face,
Yeah.
Home
Instantly
Alone
stopped,
kid,
yeah.
like oh my god. And we look back, it's just my ass print, the whole ass print right into the wall, just snapped the drywall right there. But yeah, I fixed it for Dom.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, what the hell? I'm like, I'll fix it.
Yeah. But when you're like 10,
Yeah.
that shit was broken.
Yeah.
Dude, that's a big, like, guilt trip, too. Like, just that big old bubble in your stomach. Like, worst case scenario, like, I'm fucked.
Yeah, because when you're a kid, like, you know your parents are going to get pissed, too.
Right. Well,
Now you got, like, several people mad at you.
But that's like, shit, I can't ask for that toy, because, like, all that toy money is going to go to fixing this for them, and then I got to work that off.
You guys ever have awkward encounters with, like, friends' parents? Not, like, sexual or anything like that, but just, like, weird. Like, something happened and you
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Like what? I got one, too.
Senior year before we went
kinda
to
depressing,
prom,
though.
the night before prom, we drank Sailor Jerry's that night, and then like I smoked like some hookah. It was like weed and hookah.
Yeah. What you do when you're 18.
I like fell asleep. Right, so the night before prom, all the boys are hanging out. I'm at Troy's house, really nice house up the hill. Like they have nice carpet and stuff. And I was dreaming and I was throwing up, and I woke up and I had to throw up bad. So I like ran around the couch, and as I was running, like I was like starting to throw up, so I like cut my hands like this and tried to catch it.
Yeah.
And like I ran to the bathroom and I had stuff, but obviously I dripped on the floor, and I like drunkenly tried to clean it up that night.
Yeah.
So drunk and scrubbing the floor. I'm like finally got it out, and it was black because it was like Sailor Jerry's rum.
Yeah,
It was
right.
nasty.
Yeah.
And then like I guess there was like a chair. They have like a table down there, and it has like 6 chairs and end chairs. And I threw up on the back of it. I guess I just moved that chair to the other end and grabbed the other chair and put it back.
Yeah, it's like throwing up on like the couch and you just flip the cushion.
Yeah. And I cleaned the whole thing, I thought, and I left in the morning. Obviously I didn't tell anyone. I left in the morning, and I had puked everywhere, man. And yeah, I didn't see Troy's parents for a long time. And then I saw them at a track meet, and I was terrified to see them because like I was always over there.
You're still in high school?
Yeah, we were still in high school.
okay.
Prom was horrible. I had a huge hangover. Party bus was playing because I was getting kicked in the horse by my head by a horse, man. It's horrible. But
What?
yes.
Yeah, I know.
You were really kicked in the head by a horse?
I pieced it together. I got where it was
so
going.
hungover that the party bus was playing music, and I just was so hungover that
Oh, it felt like
I
you're
was
getting
kicked
okay.
in the
I was
head
like,
by a horse.
what the
They brought a horse. Jesse's like, yo, this is my horse, guys. Let's go.
like, what the
Anyway, I
fuck?
saw Troy's parents, and Paula just laughed and gave me a hug. And then Oscar just kind of like smiled and was like, don't drink the cheap stuff. But I heard that they like, Paula opened up the basement door and just vomit out the back. Oh my god.
What the fuck?
Yeah, like
Who
the
died?
carpet's cleaned and shit.
Oh,
like, yeah,
jeez.
I felt horrible.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's rough. That's a rough time. What about you,
That is
David?
brutal. I'm trying to think of one. Like, I was a pretty tame kid. I didn't have anything like that.
Nothing like nothing where you like you
Anything like that.
you like nothing where like you're hanging out with a friend and maybe the friend did something that you knew but you knew his parents didn't know, and something like he was maybe about to get caught or
I have a
and you were
few
like,
of them,
oh no, dude. Okay, so I was at
Actually, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, I do have one. It was, I mean, it's basically I framed Peter Overton Harris on a baseball trip. There was
you framed like you did something. You're like,
Yeah,
I wasn't in
yeah.
trouble.
So-
Just push this over.
So we went to Sun River for like a summer baseball trip, and so like it was me, Sean Murphy, Ryan Lecklader, and Peter Overton Harris. And dude, I took a shit in the hotel toilet and like
clogged it?
I clogged it
Yeah.
bad, dude. Like it could not hang. And so I got kind of nervous, like, fuck, I don't want to tell anybody, and, like, I don't want to be charged for this thing they're going to charge me for God knows why.
Like they would just plunge it.
Yeah, I know, right?
like, dude, when you're like a kid, you're like, oh fuck, dude. Like, what if they like?
Yeah.
People are gonna know about this.
Yeah,
shit. I
for
hate
sure.
pooping in fucking bathrooms.
Yeah,
so.
I hated
like,
it.
in
Unless
like
it's
public
my own,
restrooms.
yeah. But so anyway, so we
I
sat
hate
there.
shitting in bathrooms.
We go
Fucking
down
hate it.
and
shit.
just dig a hole real quick. But
I got pants.
yes, we,
Pockets.
like the four of us knew about it obviously, and they were like gonna try. Peter was like, dude, I'm gonna tell everybody it was you. So as soon as we get down there, like everybody's in the lobby, I'm just like, yo, Peter fucking shit and clogged this toilet so bad.
My God.
And dude, like everybody backed me on. It was so great, and like. I think like next week at school, walking through the hall, someone's like, "Hey, yo, Peter, you gonna come over and clog that toilet or what?" And I'm just like,
The worst.
"Fuck, I did that."
That's
but-
why I always had that fear of like being over at a girlfriend's house and clogging the toilet. Never happened though.
Yeah,
I think Lucero put that fear in me because he told us that
He did.
story about him clogging the toilet at his now wife's like house
Yeah,
one of the
dude.
first times he was there.
I don't do that.
Fuck that. That'd be rough, dude, to deal with.
Yeah, I couldn't do that. There was one time we were watching a movie with a girl I was dating, and she left, and it was just me and her dad watching this movie. and like there was a kind of like scary part that like got me. So I just straight up farted, and he just kind of looked at me, and I just like eyes on that movie, dude. Just
like, what
focus.
the fuck?
Yeah.
He was like,
He's like, did you fart?
Dude, it wasn't even that. Like I was just sitting there, just
yeah, you're like, I tried to hold it in, but
cool, man. Just had this stupid shitting grin on my
dusting
face.
people is one of my favorite things to do.
Oh.
I used to do it at the theater all the time.
We have a fart spray at work.
Really?
Yeah, at Home Depot. People
You guys
fuck
work
up
outside.
waiting line. Yeah, but at Home Depot, people just pull up to like it's like a pickup loading zone.
Yeah.
And people will pull up and just park and then walk inside. And then you can't, like, maybe you can't get out now or whatever, various reasons. You don't fucking do that. It's annoying. So we just, like, walk by and fart spray them. Well, I don't, but
Yeah.
I'm not going to incriminate anybody who we work with who has the fart spray. But
You remember those little like packets that you could like crush and it would like fill up and then the bag would just pop and then it would just smell like fart? It was like
what the?
it was like a gag.
I wish I knew.
It was like a gag fart toy. Me and Scott Renzo, we would go camping with his mom and sister. And like they would go off and do a bunch of errands. So we had like 8 of these things and we would just like randomly pop 2, toss them in like the corners, and like they'd come back and their tent would just stink like shit. And we laughed so
See,
hard
I
about
you
it.
gotta do it to other people.
I didn't need artificial stuff. My ass is deadly.
Yuck.
It's bad.
I can attest to that, yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I mean. It's hard, man. But
Rob does people at stores.
I do it. I used to do it at work all the time. Like because at Cinetopia you deliver food.
Yeah.
So you go and just walk that whole line of just gas, and then you turn around and you watch all these people like
Damn, Johnny Cash.
who did that shit? And I'm just like,
That's me.
Peace
What's
out.
up?
silent.
I did
Mandy,
that.
bro.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Here's my story.
Yeah, let's hear this.
So I was at I might have been with you too. I don't remember. No, it was with, I think it was Matt Clay. It was me, Matt Clay, and Nick Brockhoff. We were at Sakura up off Farmington. We were eating sushi or some shit. And back in like 7th and 8th grade, remember we hung out with Nick's a decent amount during football and shit. We were eating food, and Nick called because we were going to try and stay over at Nick's house. Nick called his dad and on speaker. He's on speaker, and he's like, "Hey, you know, is it okay if Matt and Mitchell stay the night?" And his dad was like, "Only Matt." On speaker, I'm sitting right there, and I'm like, fuck, like, and my heart sinks, right? Like, I'm super, and like, everyone's like that, and Nick's probably embarrassed as fuck, because you just assume that your parents are going to say whatever. I remember being like,
Never put it on speaker.
yeah, you can't do it, yeah. And he was like, only Matt, and I was like, fuck, what did I do to get that hate, you know?
Yeah.
And then from then on out, me being around his dad, like, I never mentioned it to him or said anything, but me being around his dad was always weird. It's like, why doesn't he like me? It was literally,
Fuck,
he's like, he's like, only Matt though. And I was like, fuck. I just cried with my salmon rolls.
That sucks.
Yeah. I haven't had like anything else really where, that's kind of a lie too. So speaking to David's like framing people, if we did something stupid as a group and one of the person like that was with us, one of the people that was with us in the group left and we got caught, that person was getting blamed.
100%.
It was them. Why do you think they left? So we were at Jake Staples' birthday party at his house, right? And they did like it was Jake's birthday, and he was dating Francesca at the time, Punky, and we just decided to go out sneak out or go out at night and like do stupid shit, play ding dong ditch, do stuff, and we were at Tevin too, and Tevin always did the stupidest shit. Like, Tevin's the type of guy who's like, would this be funny? And you're like, well, and then he just did it, and then you just live with the consequence of like what happened. Like, I can't tell you how many times he's like thrown something or done something, he hit the wrong thing, and it's like almost caused us to die, like get beat up by people. We were, but anyway, I'll finish the story. But we went to her house, which was very close to where Jake lived, and we just smeared cake all over her parents' car.
Why?
I don't know. Like, we were just...
That's so random.
I don't know why we did it, but we did. And then whoever was doing it threw the bottom, like, cardboard cake away in their trash can. And on the bottom of it said Jake Staples' birthday. And so I can't remember who did. We were like, what the fuck? And Dustin Johnson was the only person who left after, because everyone went back and he went to his house because they lived so close. And when they came over, and they're like, what the fuck did you guys do that for? We're like, oh, that's Dustin. Dustin did that shit. Like, you can't do that.
Oh, my
But it always happened that way.
Dude, that's
Or we just
incredible.
blame people who,
Yeah.
who left.
I remember Ding Dong Ditching at like James's party back in the day, and like Tevin and me, me and Tevin always stayed back randomly, and Tevin Ding Dong ditched his house and had steps, and he came running down, just ate shit. You gotta bounce up and run because you just ding dong ditched the house.
That's
Dude.
incredible.
Well, I was with, who was I with? Zach McKenna, Nick Fotinos, Tevin.
That's just a troubled group already.
And
right there.
I think that's who it wasn't. Nick isn't tall, but he was tall enough. Zach, short as fuck.
Yeah.
Zach in 7th grade was like 4'10".
Yeah, I know.
Short as hell. And I mean, he's still really short. But we were at the 198th in Farmington. So right past Hazeldale School.
Yep.
And it was before they had built all the new houses that are right there. And so you kind of could run off. There's like that koi.
Yeah, that little koi pond.
Yeah, and so there were like a little bit of homes, but there was homes behind that.
Right.
And we were waiting, and this car pulls up at the stoplight, and Tevin just decides to throw eggs at the car.
Oh, Jesus.
And it hits, through one, and it hits the car, and the 2 dudes get out, and they're probably like juniors in high school, and we were in like 7th grade. So if they catch us, we're dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so Tevin decides to have the great idea to throw another one.
Oh.
And it hits the dude in the chest. And then you can't get hit in the chest from very many angles when you're only facing this way.
Right.
Yeah.
So it
Put
gets
some
hit,
serious
and
curve on
instantly,
it.
you know how like they're like looking, they can't find you, and instantly gets hit, and it's like right into your soul, and you just go, and so Tevin goes to jump the fence that's closest to us, and he looks down, and he can't see, but there's like a small pond, like a fish
pond,
thing,
yeah.
little koi pond thing. He's like, dude, there's water. He's like, jump, dude. He's like, get out of here. So I had to help Nick up too, but he was fine. Zach, trying to jump, can't reach the top of the fence because he's too fucking short. And I turn around, there's like these 2 6'4" monsters chasing me. I'm like, get the fuck outside to like throw him over and go. We never got caught for it. Like they never found us, but like that was like stupid shit. And Tevin always just decided to do some dumb shit. And you almost get caught for it.
Did you guys ever go through a phase where you played with gasoline and fire like for fun?
This guy has a whole shop behind his house. I guarantee he played with
Yeah,
fire.
I played with a lot of dumb stuff.
We did bombs.
Okay.
Like pickle Pete bombs and stuff like that.
Yeah, pickle pea bombs.
But
We
no,
always had
fire.
burn piles
Okay.
back in them. My dad always had we always had tree branches and all kinds of scrap wood. And I remember, I don't know how old I was, 12. There was like a pile of wood and we were getting ready to burn. And I was like, Dad, can I start the fire? And he's like, yeah. And I like go outside and I just cover this thing in gas, dude. And then just make a line up the driveway of gas. And it's like kind of down by the back shop. And I like lit a match and put it in there. And I had seen my dad do this 100 times, but never just soak it. And I'm just a pyro little kid. Like, I'm just soaking the
You're like, the more the better. It's gonna be so cool.
And it wasn't like a bomb or anything. It was like when gas ignites, it makes a loud sound. Like, woo.
Yeah.
And it was a huge pile. So like, woo. And I was like, fuck, dude. Like little 12-year-old me, like, holy shit. And my dad just comes out the back door, like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, I just had nothing to say, you know?
Dude, that's incredible. I want to see that. Like that just sounds so cool.
You
and
can
so
use my
fun.
grill. My grill does that shit.
I love it.
It like
Every
doesn't
time I
light
like
well,
to
and you have to
light
really
grill.
stick the
lighter in there?
there, and you go and every time singes my arm hair. Every time, all the way up to my elbow. I'm like, God.
I
I
think
have to stick my arm back so my eyebrows don't burn off my face.
I think it was like 7th or 8th grade. Me and Alex Weddle, we would hang out at his house all the time because his sister would be working and his parents would be at work. So you're like, cool, like house to myself, whatever, no big deal. We always played with gas. And one day I know, right? One day we had this idea to fill a Gatorade bottle with gasoline and then just drop a match in there, like, just to see. And we thought it would burn quick and be done, but no, it takes a while, right? And so his dad calls, like, hey, I'm heading home. Like, we're like, fuck, dude, there's still like 3/4 of a bottle to go. So we're trying to figure out what to do. He's like, I don't know. And I'm like, just drop a rock on it. Not a good idea. Right? So like,
Drop a rock on the Gatorade bottle full of gas and fire?
Yeah. Clearly you've put this together. I had no idea. So like I stood like 10 feet away. I'm like, all right, cool, just drop it. It'll be fine.
Fucking flies gas everywhere.
Dude, no. Like we dropped it perfectly. Like it just shot out of one side of the bottle and like it just engulfed me in flames and then it was just gone. To this day, like one of the coolest things I've ever experienced, but also could have gone south so fast.
Yeah, we did pickle peat bombs, and that was about like
We did the Drano bombs.
Drano. Yeah, we did do Drano. Where was Drano, tinfoil?
Protected by the statute of limitations now, right?
Yeah, I think so.
They were just loud.
Yeah, they're just loud. They didn't do anything, but yeah, they're loud as fuck. They are loud. They were super, and that's what all pickle peat bombs did too. They were just loud. But that was like really the extent of my pyrotech. But we always used to put like, we'd light it and set the can on top of it, like basically like a watering can or whatever. And then when it blew up, it would launch it in the air or just be really loud. We used to do all different sorts of shit.
You guys got plans this weekend?
4th of July is coming up. I'm sure you get some stuff. But we did. There were a couple kids in the neighborhood who did some stupid shit with them, and they decided to put metal BBs in one.
Oh, okay.
So like I don't understand that. I wasn't with them, but like, what are you doing? Like, why are you doing that? And then, because the metal BBs in it wasn't enough, he decided to light it in his hand and throw it in the air. Except for when he lit it, he didn't get a chance to throw it. Oh. And it blew his hand off. Like he lost like almost all of his fingers.
Oh my.
And then the people who were with him, so they had to go and like try and find his fingers.
They're like, yeah, dude, Dustin did it. Sorry.
Yeah, Dustin did. No, they had to go and try and find his fingers so that they could put it on ice and potentially get them sewn back onto his hands.
Dude.
Yeah, and all the metal BBs went into the side of like underneath his armpit and down to his hip and just like lodged in him.
Why would you throw that, man?
Yeah, I don't understand.
Why would you even think about trying to throw that?
We did other ones. We buried in the bark dust. Let it blow up.
See, like you remember those little green like the smoke bombs you would light, but like they had the little like crackles in them.
Yeah.
Remember those? Like I would light those and toss those.
Smoke bombs?
No, not smoke bombs. Like well,
Oh, yeah, the popping ones?
Yeah.
They're
Like the plastic shell that just splits in half. Yeah, those ones.
We just shot like. I used to shoot bottle rockets. Like I used to just do like menacing stuff when I was younger. To my
What about Roman candle wars? You ever do that? Light them and shoot them at each other?
We never had Roman candles, but we did the bottle rocket thing.
Yeah.
I've been around Roman candle wars.
Yeah.
And then
I've been around.
Firecrackers are my favorite thing. But yeah, I've taken a firecracker. Normally you light a firecracker, throw it like that, like you kind of like whip it out. But I lit it. I remember. I was younger, I lit it and cocked back, and then like right here it blew up, and I was like, like I just like don't know what to look at, and it's just nothing. Like, it was just a loud, like a bang to your fingers, which is kind of a shock, but nothing happened. But immediately I was like, my finger's gone.
Yeah,
Instant regret, like the little kid, you break something at somebody's house, same thing there.
Oh shit, dude, I fucked that up.
Right?
Every time.
I had that a lot.
Yeah.
We were rambunctious though. You were too. Like,
dude, we did so much shit, and that's the thing too, is like kids don't do anything now compared to what we did.
No.
Right.
I mean, I'm sure that there are some, for sure, but like kids in our area don't do nearly that much.
Playing outside.
We started to have more, but they're not doing shit. Like I don't get ding dong days or any of that shit. Menacing things. Because we stole wood and hammers and nails from when Arbor Homes was being made to like build forts in the back.
We played a game like it was a society, and like those were your we monetized nails and screws
yeah,
and
you
shit.
had to trade that shit.
Yeah, dude, it was so dumb, but at the same time, like,
yeah, you're kidding me. It's fun as fuck.
I was driving home from work today, and
that sucks.
I know, yeah, it does.
Traffic, bro.
Came to a 4-way stop, and there was 2 little kids just like actually aware that cars are on the road, and like they have a basketball, and they're like waiting for me to go, and I'm like, go ahead. Made me so happy to see 2 kids like running across with a basketball.
Fuck that. I was up in Arbor Home and I was trying to drive home, and these kids who are playing in the street, they don't fucking move.
Yeah,
they just sit there.
That was us too. I remember playing in the street.
You go, fuck you, I get out of here.
And, like still kind of playing it out a little bit.
Yeah,
like, dude, get the fuck out of the road.
No, this kid literally, he didn't move. Like I kind of crept closer and expected him to just back up. He had to take 5 steps backwards. Just stayed in the middle of the road.
Slap that bitch in neutral and just rev it. Let him know you're there.
I had to go around him. Yeah, he wouldn't move. No, he was like 4.
I'm like, dude,
eat shit.
You need to get out of the road right now.
Hey, kid, find a cliff. When you get to it, jump.
Oh my god. I'm like, you need to get out of the road right now, man. Or me and your dad are gonna have a talk. Kid back. Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Their parents weren't outside, which I think like now there's so many laws now that it's just ridiculous.
Kid will just
Dude, yeah.
dab.
Kids who are 7 go up to the park, and if their parents aren't with them, their parents
We
are
talked
screwed.
about that before. Yeah, I used to like
We had so much
get home
freedom.
from school and my parents weren't home.
Yeah.
I would just drop my backpack off at my friend's house across the street, and we would just be around the neighborhood.
Yeah.
I have to be home by 5:30. Was always the time for dinner. Or like
Well, it was always the street lights, right?
Street lights in the summer when you don't have school and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I always had a lot of freedom, and even when I did stupid stuff, like, I think my parents just realized and knew that kids do dumb things when they're kids. And
Yeah.
if you don't do the dumb
Best
things when
time
you're
to do
kids,
dumb
you're
things,
gonna
right?
do dumb stuff when you're an adult, and you're gonna fuck your life
You gotta
up.
learn.
Because you can only throw wall balls at cars when you're young.
Right.
Yeah,
You can't do that when you're 18.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
Well, you can, but
Yeah,
little
you're
different
screwed.
scenario. I remember
we did a lot of dumb stuff.
We did a lot of dumb stuff, but it was fun stuff. It was like shit that, I don't know, it was worth it for sure. You just have all those experiences.
Yeah. This one isn't like dumb or anything, but like as a little kid being like unsupervised, mom was like, you can go to the end of the street, but like don't cross the street. Because we have this turn and, like cars come flying through there, no problem. And so I was riding my bike like back and forth down the street, and I did it like 8 times, and I'm like, this is the time, like I'm gonna cross the street right now. And I crossed the street, and as soon as I did, my dad comes around the turn, and he's just like, supposed to be over there? And I'm like, nope. He's like, all right, cool.
I got to a point though where I think I was like 16 or 17. I think I was 16 because James was the first person really to get his license, and he had a car too. So like other people who had license didn't always have a car.
Yeah.
But I remember it was like, it was a Friday or Saturday, and it was late. It was like 2:00 in the morning. My mom stays up late too, and she's like, "Why are you home?" I was like, "What?" She's like, "Go do something."
Oh my god.
I was like, it's 2 a.m. She's like, so? And I like text James and he just came and picked me up. And we just went and did something, but it was like, what? No, like parents don't do that. So it was like, it was super cool to have the freedom my mom always gave.
For sure.
So
We always had a
kids
lot
don't have that
of
now.
freedom. Yeah.
I mean, they don't have it because of other things, not because they didn't earn it or whatever. They just took it away from them.
Well, not only that, it's almost like not needed in a sense. Everything kids do nowadays, like play Xbox Online, like
Yeah.
I think there's going to be a generational shift too with like people that start becoming parents who are like us.
Us, yeah.
right.
Yeah, like my kid's not going to get a phone right away.
No.
Like, the only thing that I think about is like keeping track of my kid, but again, like there's other ways to do that without a phone. Like my son doesn't need a phone right now.
Yeah. There's also those.
You having a boy?
Yeah,
Because you
girl,
planned it out.
whatever it is.
They have those watches now though where you can program them to call like 4 different numbers.
people.
You can call like
Seen
911
that.
and then 4 other numbers.
Damn, okay.
They just press and they can call whoever.
Badass.
But I suppose too with iPhones and really all smartphones, you can track locations.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
dude, you were talking about like
I think that's such paranoia though.
like
Do you think people get kidnapped more often now? I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think it is paranoia though. 'Cause
Yeah,
my
it's
parents.
paranoia.
We were talking about like your parents said don't cross the street, right?
Right.
I remember vividly like, well, my dad would work late too, so like, for me like the disciplinary is my dad. Like I just had to worry about getting in trouble by him.
Right.
My mom, a little bit of a pushover sometimes, but yeah.
We prefer the word lenient.
Lenient, yeah, lenient would be better. Not a pushover.
Just kidding.
But yeah, we were like 9. We'd go to this trading cards like baseball and basketball and football and. Mitchell's Card Shop is over in Cedar Hills, right across the street from Hometown Buffet. And I think we were like 8 or 9. I used to ride my bike everywhere, and we rode our bikes to there like
Damn.
back-to-back days. It's like 5-6 miles away. And I remember telling my mom like, "Hey, we just got back from Mitchell Sports Cards." She's like, "Where's that at?" I'm like, "Oh, like by Hometown Buffet," and she's like, "Holy shit!" Like,
Yeah.
9 years old, just riding all the way there. Hey, what kind of cards you guys got? How much is that? Like stuff like that.
You have no money.
Yeah, exactly. I have quarters.
Right.
Yeah, we used to go everywhere.
Yeah, we did too. We went
Yeah.
all over.
Dude, I love that too. Like when you like had like aim before phones, like trying to get everybody to like hang out and like you instant message like,
Aim,
all right,
dude.
Hazeldale Park, 12:30, like, and you gotta plan like 40 minutes to get there, like depending on where you are. Like, all right, do I bike? Do I skateboard? Like rollerblade? But then I gotta take shoes, and it's like a whole process.
Yeah.
And you're just like, all right,
Big time biker. I biked everywhere.
We biked and stuff. We did a little bit of skateboarding, a little bit of rollerblading. Like, we got places though. We were always
Yeah.
everywhere.
I used to
I remember
skateboard to
biking
get
here all
around.
the time.
Yeah.
I like time myself. Be like, how fast can I get
Dude,
2 inches
right?
here?
So
Well,
fun.
that's the crazy thing, right? Is that when you're a kid and you wanted to hang out with a friend and your parents didn't want to take you, that's what you did. You just got on your bike, you got on whatever, and you just went.
just
We're like
walked.
3 miles away.
Yeah, 2 miles.
2 miles. And it's just
But
like,
it's down to Busy or it's down Farmington.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, you're good, man.
Dude, there's some days I kind of
kid's
want
not
to
an
do
idiot.
that.
Just
Just
don't
like
Don't let your kid be an idiot.
Just leave the car at home.
Oops.
Left my kid at home. None of the windows were cracked. Fuck.
I am that kid though to just like turn and go across the road and not look.
Oh, I still do it.
Be sprinting and not looking. Like quick look, full sprint.
What are the odds this works out? All right. Fingers
We were
crossed.
talking about that with John the other day. John would be like waiting.
And I'm like, whoa.
You're like looking like 2 cars ahead. Like I can time that.
Come on, pussy.
Bro.
I remember that was the game too. Like Friday nights, you go see movies and you just get bored waiting for the parent to come pick you up. So you do stupid shit like that, like hop in shopping carts and just like launch them into curbs in the parking lot, cross roads just for shits and giggles, and then cross them on the way back.
Yeah, I remember one of the first times I was gonna watch a movie with Matt Clay or something, and we didn't have a ride home, and so we were gonna take the bus home.
Yeah.
Bus doesn't show up.
Oh.
I had to walk. I can't remember what happened. No, we were walking home from Century Theaters.
Jesus, that's deep.
Far as fuck, right? Because we don't have a ride, and so we're walking. We walked to Jake Staples' house.
Hillsboro?
No, the one in Cedar Hills.
How old were you?
Probably high school.
Okay.
Freshman. Yeah, probably around in between 6th grade and freshman year.
Okay.
But I was going, and we were walking, and Matt goes, "It was kind of crazy. No one's thrown anything at us yet." And I was like, "What?" He's like, "That's what I would do," and just apple throws at us right then.
Dude.
I'm like, "What the fuck?"
It's funny you bring that up.
It's like, I was the one who threw the apple. I'd be like,
It was fucking Tevin, dude. Tevins are driving
probably
by
did.
like, look at these fucking kids, boom. I was running the other day, and like it was a good run coming to the end, and all of a sudden like this snow cone just comes flying past me. Like these fucking kids threw a snow cone at me, and I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I would have done that, but instantly I'm just like so pissed and raged.
Yeah,
Like,
why are you throwing that?
You fucking kidding me, bro? They're just like driving off. I'm
They
like, how
wasted
can I
a
get this
perfectly
license
good snow
plate?
cone.
I know, and I'm just like, dude, I'm a fucking old man now. Don't even appreciate it.
Nick's truck. They shot that bottle rocket out the bag. Were you there riding in the...
I don't know. I don't know
The
if
guy
I
was
was.
on the bike.
Oh
Bresser
yeah.
Harlem.
Yeah.
And like those, literally the bottle rocket like popped right in front of his front wheel, boom! Like, and he was like swerve,
And then like there was a big ass bottle rocket, and like
Nick was like, "Don't light it in my truck," and I like lit it and like stuck it out the back window, but I held too long and just shot all these sparks and smoke right into the cab of the truck. It filled the fucking truck.
I remember I was dying.
Oh,
laughing.
we did stupid things. I remember because there's always too many of us and no one really drove an SUV. That's why it was perfect when Doug had that minivan.
Yeah.
Because you could do what you could pack as many people in the minivan as you wanted. But we were with it was like Devin Smith's party or something, and we went to go ding dong ditch I can't remember her name, a girl he dated.
Yeah.
Can't remember. And his brother Mitchell drove, but there was too many kids.
Was I there?
I think so, probably. I had to get in the trunk.
Oh, dude, I ride in trunks for fun.
They're all it's sardine canned of people, dude. Like 7 people in this small old Honda Civic, and he like pops the trunk and I pop out, run over to her house, creep up her little deck, go to ring it, and she they have the door where right next to it there's a window. It's long windows, and she moves the
blinds.
The blind. I see her. I'm like, fuck! I run away, and I run and I jump, and as I'm jumping into the trunk and I shut it, it just the car starts rolling backwards because it's a manual, so he can't get it to turn on. I'm in the fucking trunk, shit's shut, and I'm rolling backwards. I think we're trying to get away. I can't see anything.
No,
Dark as
dude.
fuck, scary as hell. But why would I get in the back? Why would I ride in someone's trunk?
You were in the trunk at Nick's.
I know, but like, why would I do that?
Remember we thought
When I
the
see
cops
that
were
beats
around us?
walking, man.
DeAndre just got out the car and ran.
We were with
Big leggy dude.
It was pretty much the same thing. Small car, 6 of us in it. Not that big a deal. Whatever. The worst thing that's gonna happen is like you're gonna get told, and like if you got pulled over, you're gonna get told not to do that. Probably get a ticket for people not wearing seatbelts and that shit. We're at the Shell station, Farmington and Kinnaman, and we just hear sirens in the distance, and this guy just gets out of the car and starts running, like just boom, boom, boom. Like what the fuck is going on?
All right, dude. See you later.
Yeah, he just started running. I was like, "What are you doing, man?"
Didn't we drive around a couple times with you in the trunk, like to make it seem like we were like running from something?
From the cops, yeah. It was me and maybe even one other person in there. I don't know. But he like, you guys like, shut the fuck up, like we're getting pulled over. Don't talk. I'm in the trunk. I'm in the trunk and I'm like, oh my god, dude, we're so fucked. Dude, I was like, oh shit, dude, this is not gonna be good.
We can pull up.
Dude, it was like, I can't remember, it might have been like Jake or somebody, but I was like, dude, shut the fuck up, like, we can't get in trouble. And like, it was like Matt's neighbor, Will, who was driving the car.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, hey, officer. He's like talking, and like, what? Like, we're trying to hear, but people are talking too, so you can't hear the cop. He's like, oh no, he's like, fuck you, and he just like, I'm in the car. I was like, who's doing it? Why do you do it? Go back. What are you doing? He's like, boom, and just like swerving around everything. He's like, whoa, holy shit. Why would I get in the trunk of someone's car, dude?
So funny, dude. It's so fucked that we did that. But so
That is
funny.
hilarious, though.
Yeah, it was great
that's
times.
good.
Being a kid was fun, man.
Dude, yeah.
We did some stuff in high school, but we mellowed out a lot. We kind of stayed in. Like, we stayed at Doug's house. Like, we did stuff. Like, we had people over all the time.
Yeah.
Remember how many people we used to have there? People would just walk in to Doug's house. Yeah. Jesse, tell a story about Doug getting his new bed.
Oh, that was before he moved up the hill.
Yeah.
Like you were talking about catching the bus. Me and Doug made me think about me and Doug catching the bus to teach PRD to play basketball.
Yeah.
But yeah, he got a new bed, and I was like,
it was like freshman year.
What I was doing? Yeah, it was freshman year. I don't know what I was doing. Like, I think it was summertime. Oh, it was football. We had daily doubles.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, oh, I'm not gonna walk all the way home. I'm just gonna walk to Doug's house. I walked to Doug's house and no one was home.
But door's unlocked.
But the door was unlocked, so I just went upstairs and slept on his brand new bed and took a nap until the next practice. And then I told him, like, I think we were with everybody.
Yeah, you told us, and he was like, dude, I haven't even slept in that bed.
Yeah.
You know the
Sleep in it.
Dude,
that must be like that, though.
Ruined it. Like, you know, when he got home, he was just like,
Yeah, what the fuck? This was like, he was the first person that I knew to have like a Tempur-Pedic mattress. That's what it was.
so
I broke
nice.
into Doug's house when he moved up the hill, too.
All the time, you just crawl up the...
Well, there was like, I could just see the garage window was like slightly open. I just like popped the screen out and like climbed up through the garage and like went and got the stuff that I had left shit there the night before or something. Went and got it. Got back out.
damn, alright. Hey, Jesse, you want to use the door? No, I got it.
Hey, no problem, Doug. I already got in. How'd you get in? I just went through your garage window, no problem.
Dude, Jesse, you gotta stop doing that.
But Doug's house, usually, 9 times out of 10, you would find Doug's house unlocked.
Yeah.
And you just walk in, and his parents would be there, and you're like, what's up? And you just go downstairs, and...
It always amazed me because I grew up in the opposite. Like, you better lock that damn door.
Yeah, dude, my dad's all about locking the
Somebody will
door.
come in this house tonight if you leave that door unlocked.
That's
Dude, we have a
terrifying.
tiny ass house. No one wants to shoot this house.
Dude,
They want it.
that was me in college, because same thing, my parents were like, lock the door, in and out, lock the door, middle of the day, lock it, they don't care, and I'm just like, you're leaving in 2 seconds, but you're gonna lock it. But like in college, I left it unlocked all the time,
never
and
lock
like
our
people
stuff.
came, people go,
I mean, at
like,
night we do, but...
it was dope, I loved it.
My house was always open. That's what I always thought was weird, was everyone around here always kept their garage door shut. We always had ours open.
You did,
Dude,
yeah.
you know what's real funny? When you guys would go camping, you, Kevin, Cindy, Anthony, all them.
Yeah, all those fools.
Yeah. Your cousins were watching your house once.
Yeah, sounds about right.
And I remember staying behind, and I was just playing basketball in the hoop in the cul-de-sac, and they forgot to close the garage door, and like your mom and Cindy came back for some reason. They're like, hey, have they been here? And I was like, oh yeah, I think real quick. And like, all right, cool. They forgot to shut the garage door. Kristen had like a blow-up toy that she liked or something like that. And your mom took a knife and like put it in the garage and just stabbed the fuck out of it and just left it there. And she's like, hey, just hang out here and like keep playing basketball until they get back. I'm like, oh, okay. And so they came back and like they go in the garage and like they just start laughing their ass off. They come out so serious and just like pale. They're like, hey, did you see anybody come through? I'm like, no. You didn't see anybody do this? I'm like, no, I have no idea what happened. They're just like, oh fuck. And they like shut the garage door and left. Dude,
That's hilarious.
I walked up to Mitchell's garage door one time. I don't know what it was for, but I was walking up and it was like
Oh, you're just coming out.
getting dark, yeah. And I think it was you and Eno or something. You
It was
guys
just
like
me. Yeah, it was just me.
popped out of the garage with like a mask, and I just instantly turned, start sprinting down.
Yeah,
the
he ran
road,
all the
man.
way to the park.
No, I just ran to the turn.
You ran pretty fucking
either way,
far.
that's
But I had
pretty
that-
deep,
yeah,
man.
I had, I think, what's that?
I was not
The
getting caught.
Hellraiser mask on. So it was like
Oh,
a
like
white
little
mask with all the
needles?
nails or whatever.
yeah.
Yeah. And he was like walking up, and we have these makeshift, like, I don't even know what to call them. But it's like where we stick stuff, you know, like
Yeah.
it's
like
not,
shelving.
it's kind of shelving, but it's not. But it's trying to make it look better. But we used to have pellets because we have a pellet stove.
Yeah.
So we had all the pellets stacked up. So I was like crouched up on top of
I
them
remember
like
that,
this, and he
actually.
like he's just coming to open the door, and, I was like, ugh! and he just like, just all the way down the road. Oh my god, I love scaring people. It's a problem.
Dude, that reaction that your mom had the other day when you scared her.
Yeah, I love scaring. Yeah, my mom's the best too to mess with because scaring her, her fight or flight is super broken.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, it's just that video runs in place.
Dude, that video, I stopped and watched it frame by frame and watched the whole. Dude,
and just her tongue just.
it's just bloody murder, dude.
It's so bad.
Awesome.
And the best part about her, she doesn't really get mad. So like you're not gonna deal with her being pissed off. Kendall is the only person in my family that I know of that like will fight you when you scare her. She's the only person who has the fight, not flight.
Just
in my
drops,
family.
come on, motherfucker,
No,
let's
so
do
I
this.
can't scare her anymore because there are times where I'll scare her and she's like, and I'm like, oh my god. She like almost slaps me in the face and it's like, jeez. So she's the only one. But everyone else I can.
That's
pretty good.
amazing.
Like
I used to scare Nick all the time when me and Nick lived together.
Oh yeah.
I remember one of them.
Fuck.
One of them, he was on the phone with his dad, facing away from me in his bedroom, and I walked into his bedroom and behind him while he was facing away, like feet from him, and like slipped into his closet. So his closet's like a little hallway, and there's like a closet on either side. It's like probably 5 feet. Closet on either side, bathroom. Make sense?
Right.
I just slipped behind the clothes in the closet. Stayed there
How
for
long?
like 8 minutes.
Dang, dude. Yeah,
Long time.
that is a long time, especially when you're hiding because you're like, should I go out? Like, he's not coming.
Not going out, dude. And then he just like walked past like a couple times, and then I popped out when he came out the bathroom. Whoa! And he's just, and I do a growl like, so it's like, you're like, what the fuck is that?
You do that every time you scare people. You do that.
And he like cocked back, like didn't know what to do. Almost punched me in the face. It's the exact same thing again. Like this was like maybe months later. Snuck past him and into the bathroom, and then his bathroom door like behind him, just closed the door. He was in the bathroom for minutes, dude, looking for stuff. I was just behind the door, like looking through the mirror. Another 10-minute wait, just 10 minutes, like so committed to it. And then like just burst open the door. It's like, fuck! Nick's like, what the fuck, dude? He's so mad. And then Fleur used to like, I would be quiet walking in the apartment, like just behind it, because the couches face away, looking at the TV. And I would like come up behind the couch, like. So they got to a point where I scared them so much that they would just like mute the TV when they heard something and be like, "We hear you."
Not even home.
Yeah.
That would be so fucking weird. I know you're there.
Just not there.
Yeah, dude. It's a problem for me though because when I have the urge to scare people constantly.
Dude, I find
people I
myself
don't know. No one. Like when I'm at Nike and I'm like walking to a different building. There are so many times where people walk next to me and I just want to be like, just to see what they do. I almost did it at the airport like one time and I was like, dude, I'm gonna get in so much trouble if I just scare these random people. But I want to do it all the time.
Do you ever have those moments of like,
I don't know why. It's a problem.
where like you walk into a room and like you make the normal amount of noise, but they just don't hear you? So you're like, nah, I gotta get their attention without trying to scare them, and that scares them.
Yeah.
It's just like, fuck, I can't win for losing.
I always like stroll up on people because I walk a little bit faster, but I walk pretty quiet for the most part.
Yeah,
so like
sounds
people won't
like
even hear
it.
me.
I
And I'll
can't.
be like
My ankles pop
right
up.
up. Yeah, mine do too.
Yeah.
But I'll be like right up next to someone. And they'll be like, I can see them in the store. Like, oh, I didn't even fucking hear this guy. I just like walk by. Hey.
Dude, I just want to follow you for a day and just like watch this.
I'm pretty mellow, really.
No, I know, it just sounds funny as fuck.
Just like in the car. Oh,
But
we
when
talked
Jesse
about this before.
when Jesse gets on missions,
Oh yeah, I've seen that firsthand.
yeah.
I love that.
We when I pulled up here, we were talking about this a couple months back of the Fred Meyer story. Well, actually, that Fred Meyer, the chick, and then
Oh, dude, yeah. What's
the other time before we watched Endgame, I was just thinking of a quote in my head, and I just kept thinking of it. I'm like shopping by myself that day, and what was I thinking of?
it was
I was
Thanos,
thinking of
right?
Thanos, yeah. I told you guys that, and I was just walking. I was like out loud. I'm like thinking of how I'm gonna say it in the movie theater. Fuck Thanos, because that's what I was gonna say, and then I just said it out loud. I was walking by myself. Fuck Thanos. And I was next to the gardening area. It's like open cage right there, but I didn't see anyone because there's so much fucking plants. And then I just see like 3 heads snap, and I'm like, They all just think I'm a crazy person right now.
Yeah.
But it just happened when I pulled up here. I was listening to some country song. Oh, she don't know she's beautiful. And I was banging it loud. And I turned to my left when I got out, and it's just this old lady in a walking boot, like walking a kid. And I'm like, oh, hey. What? It was the weirdest situation real quick, but yeah.
Oh, that's
funny.
awesome.
Would she say anything?
Oh, she's like, hey.
Looks at it all, man. She's like, all right, let's get inside now. The crazy people are home.
Yeah, man.
Oh, fuck, that's good.
You guys, what do you guys think about that Justin Bieber Tom Cruise fight?
I don't
He
understand
said it was fake.
Who did?
Justin Bieber, I guess.
Yeah, because he's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Tom might do this and I might die.
I
The
thought
thing
it
is,
was
Justin,
hilarious.
how old is Justin? 24?
Yeah, he's still young.
24. Tom's 56.
Still put my money on
Doesn't
Tom.
use any stuntman.
100%. He is a crazy person.
Watch one Mission Impossible movie
Have
and
you
be like,
seen
nah, I
the
won't
most
do
recent
this.
Mission Impossible?
Yeah.
I think so.
Crazy
There's like
shit.
the running scene where he's like running.
Yeah, and he
on
breaks
the
his
roof.
ankle.
Yeah, he was running with a broken ankle in
Yeah,
that scene.
dude. Like,
Yeah, fuck that, dude. Plus, he's got like Scientology on his side and stuff like that. Like,
He's crazy.
yeah,
He literally-
like, all the Scientologists just pop out like, "What's up, dude?"
But wouldn't it be nuts? Wouldn't that be nuts if that's
say something?
Justin Bieber want some smoke, baby?
the next iteration of UFC cards is the co-main event is a celebrity grudge match. Like that
Wait,
would be
for
insane.
real?
Yeah.
Oh, you're joking.
No, I'm joking,
You're
but like how, that would be a
hypothetical.
thing where like just some random person just or some random celebrity just calls someone out on Twitter. Let's fucking fight. Dana White, put it together. That's what he did.
Yeah.
He's like, Tom Cruise, fuck you. We're gonna fight. Dana White, put it together. It's like Justin, we haven't heard from you in like 3 years.
right?
Yeah.
Not since you got that DUI.
Right. Did you guys see that whole, like, remember him getting blown up about eating the burrito the wrong way?
How do you eat a burrito? He was eating it like.
He took a bite, like, straight out of the middle, but,
What
like...
the fuck?
So
Yeah,
here's
he
the thing.
should get shit through.
But this is the beautiful part. Like, these guys set it up, and like they found this guy who looks exactly like Bieber, so they made him look exactly like Bieber did at the time. Put
So it wasn't really him.
No, but Justin Bieber got all these phone calls, and like TMZ blew him up about it. And like, yeah, what the fuck you doing, Justin?
Has
Dude.
anyone ever eaten a burrito like that?
No, but if they do, those people need to be eliminated.
Dude, but like,
Those guys are crazy.
That's
if someone's eating a burrito middle first, they're fucking insane.
they're already
Hey.
so like.
It's like, whoa. It just falls out.
Yeah, everything. Imagine trying to eat a Chipotle burrito by biting the middle first.
Burritos are already like tough. You make one wrong bite.
Yeah, you have to like kind of hold it together all
Yeah.
weird, looking like you have fucking your hands are just mangled and
So-
to keep the meat in. Just
The very first time,
crazy.
the very first time I went to Chipotle was with Nate Dolman. It was after baseball, and he's like, "Dude, these burritos are so bomb," and I just got in, like opened it all the way, and he's just like, "Dude, like, good luck."
yeah.
And he didn't even eat. He watched me eat for like 10 minutes, just laughing his ass off because it was just
Can't
falling
eat. It's
everywhere.
hard, man.
You can get E. coli eating that shit now.
All right, well,
Chipotle.
good thing I like Qdoba more.
Do you even have those anymore?
Qdoba?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's the closest one?
Streets of Tannisborn. The best Qdoba I've been to though, Corvallis. It was the best,
How many
man.
times did you go when you were drunk?
Oh, so many times.
That's like
Wins hands down.
Newburgh, we used to go to Muchas.
Muchas gracias. Yep.
And there's a flame one in Newburgh, dude. We used
Yeah,
to go there all the
good.
time.
You got the
Oh,
right
yeah.
cook.
I got the chicken fajita burrito, bro. Chicken fajita burrito fried. And they
That-
fry the burrito.
Okay.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Muchas gracias.
It's like that
isn't
fried
like-
ice cream, good as hell.
I've never had that,
So I
It's
made
a
him
weird
try it.
thing, man.
but it's good,
I mean,
right?
I mean,
It's good.
you can't say ice cream's not good.
Yeah. I wanted ice cream so bad
Fried
last
ice cream,
night.
great.
Didn't
Yeah.
get
It's
it.
deep fried ice cream.
Yeah, it's good.
Still good.
Yeah, it's all good and
Just
tasty.
made something nice.
So
So good and tasty.
Fucking love that video. I saw it the other day. Someone was posting it.
I haven't seen it in a long time.
Oh, good and tasty. Love that shit. It cracks me up. Yeah, I was playing it. I was trying to show people when I was leaving a restaurant. I was trying to show like my siblings, and these people like listen to it, and the guy's just like, and they're like, what the fuck?
That video is hilarious.
Yeah, it's great. Oh man, what about embarrassing story? Most embarrassing story.
I was thinking about this because it's the one thing you asked me, and I said, let's not talk about anything from a podcast that was authentic.
Yeah.
I'm not like easily embarrassed.
No, but
I
like,
kinda
there's got to
make a
be
joke.
something where you're like, fuck.
Dude,
Well, I mean, like, back in the day, like, missing, like, a wide-open layup in basketball in front of everybody was, like, pretty embarrassing.
yeah, that does
It's like, dude, you're on the team and you just... You know, it's like, go through your head, wide open, don't go too hard, make it, you just miss it. It's like, fuck.
Yeah.
So to this day, like, I suck at layups. I just fucking throw it into the backboard. I don't even, like, roll it up. Yeah, I'm terrible at it.
I don't know about embarrassing. Like, the story I said earlier with prom, throwing up, like, that's embarrassing.
Yeah, that's pretty embarrassing.
Like, being, like, embarrassed, like, I'd probably just make a joke out of it, you know?
Yeah, try and play it off.
Yeah,
don't
anytime
let
I
it be
I make that face, or, like, I do something that I fuck up, or do something wrong.
Yeah.
yeah. Where you
Like,
can't.
immediately where I'm like, people cannot help but laugh. Like, fuck you, dude. Sorry.
I'm so much better at, like, owning it nowadays, but I got one good one, and as soon as you asked me this question originally, it popped right in my head.
Yeah, it's the one.
Yeah, so,
Whenever
like...
you know, your brain just goes straight there, and you thought you hit it in a dark place.
So
like,
bad.
You hit it
You
away,
thought
and you're like, it's still there.
You need, like, use
I
a
didn't
therapy
dig it
to
up.
uncover it,
Yeah,
and didn't dig it deep enough. So it was high school, and I was dating this girl, and, like, I hated confrontation, but I'd never broken up with anybody. Like, I've always been broken up with.
I mean, I kind of like confrontation. I still would hate breaking up with
Yeah,
people.
I
It's rough.
fucking hate it. But so I sat there, I'm like, all right, cool. Like,
You're fired.
she's on the opposite side of the school. Like, I don't have to see her. I can get away with this. So I fucking text her, and I'm like, I don't even remember what I said. I was something like, hey, like, this just isn't working out. Like, I don't want to date you anymore.
Yeah.
Tried to be, like, nice and blunt, but kind of fucked it up. And for some reason, like, they were walking...
She's like, I'm coming over.
No.
Oh, no.
No, I did this at school. In, like, the middle of a class. Thinking, like, day will be fine. I won't see her. Dude, I saw her, like, right after class was out. Super fucking awkward. Then, like, word of what I did spread like wildfire. Next class I'm in, like, did you break up with her by text? Yeah. Dude, just getting interrogated. But this is where it gets good. So, that everybody was calling me out during school.
That's already embarrassing.
That night, I was supposed to meet friends for a varsity basketball game, but I got there early because I thought they were going to be there early. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, all right, I'll go watch this JV game, no big deal.
Never saw you at any of our games.
Shut your fucking mouth. I was there. I was loud. You probably heard me. Anyways, so I'm like sitting there by myself, and I find these like friends way up top. So I'm like, oh, dope. Like, I'll just go up there. Mm-hmm. And so I see her, and I'm like, oh, shit. Like, I'm going to play it off like I didn't see her.
Yeah.
I start running up the bleachers.
You fall.
I miss a step, right? And it's like, the gym's not crowded, but there's enough people there. And I fall, and it's just this loud fucking noise. And it's quiet. Everybody's looking at me. She's just staring at me like red face, trying not to laugh. Mm-hmm. This dude's getting ready to shoot a free throw. They stop. Everybody on the team's looking at me, and he just laughs right before he's about to shoot a free throw.
Make it?
I think he did, actually, yeah. I'm fucking dead red, boiling, like, so fucking hot because everybody's just staring at me.
Yeah, you instantly start to sweat.
Yeah, I'm trying to play it off, and, like, I'm fucking awkward. I don't know what to do. I just straight up go home. I walk out, go home. Didn't come back for the game. Went home.
Power of
that was the worst.
Drive. Yeah, mine happened at a little high school too. I have two. This one I find more embarrassing because of just the sheer amount of people. So we were doing, it was my junior year, I think, and it was Jam the Gym. So it was our basketball's homecoming, basically, mm-hmm. right? Like football has homecoming, we have Jam the Gym. That's what we called it. And so it's the biggest game of the supposed
Senior
to be.
Year?
Yes, no, it's junior year.
Okay.
And so before the game though, or during school, we have the assembly, mm-hmm. right? The assembly is supposed to be like a dunk contest. Well, I'm like 5'10", 5'11" at the time, but I could jump really high and I could dunk on occasion. Like I wasn't perfect, always flush with it, right? But I could do it, and so I was asked to be in it with Doug, Chris Oon, and someone else. And we were practicing and warming up on behind the bleachers. And our school's decently big, like 2,000 kids.
Yeah.
So when you factor out people being sick or just not showing up to the assembly,
yep.
Probably 1,800 people in there though.
Yeah. Standing on the court.
Yeah. Yeah. So
when all eyes are on you.
So in the back when we were warming up, I was doing fine. I was like, okay, because just the ability to be 5'10" and dunk in high school is like a cool thing.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, I just gotta get one in, right? That's it. And we go out to do it, and you know what? It could have been senior year maybe because I thought Kirsten was there, and Kirsten would have been a freshman, but. Either way, like, we go out, and I don't get one or whatever, but there were other people who went who didn't get anything either. Yeah. But I remember Doug kind of got in Chris's way, and Chris threw it off the backboard and just got one nice. Yeah. Right? So it was like, there's like four of us, and Doug got a good one too, but anyway, Yeah, it must have been junior because John was doing the emceeing for the assembly, and he has to call out who the crowd thinks is the winner of the thing, and he picks me first, like to see what the crowd says, and he goes, "Who thinks Mitchell did good?" Not a fucking word from anyone. From 1,700 people, just stayed silent, and it like lingers on me for like what felt like an eternity. I have really good friends there, right?
Yeah.
No one made a noise. Basketball coach didn't make a noise. No one, like people who I knew, like no one, no clap. Like literally, yeah. Like, and that probably would have been worse. But no one was just like, yeah, you know, like, because usually there's always going to be a clear winner. But that's the thing is, they hated it so much, they didn't feel the need to boo. Like
His actions speak for himself.
Yeah, so then, like, I was like, fuck. I was mad at John. I was like, why would you pick me? You watched. Like, I didn't do anything.
Dude.
My math teacher walks out. It was Sarmiento or something like that. Remember him? He walks out. He's like, nice layup. I was like, fuck.
I've never been embarrassed in front of all kinds of people.
I was like, damn, dude. I think I probably would have been embarrassed if I lost my fights.
Yeah.
I think I would have been embarrassed about that. But I didn't.
I
would have been proud of what I did, but I would have been embarrassed if I got knocked out cold.
Yeah.
It's hard to be embarrassed in front of your friends, though. Like
real 1,700 people for sure.
About,
but yeah, I don't get embarrassed in front of you.
Yeah, I guess if you got like knocked out cold in front of a bunch of people, you'd be a little embarrassed.
Yeah.
But then I think you yourself will be able to come over it like pretty quickly. Like I tore my pants after the basketball game that one time, my dress pants.
Oh,
like
when
Ron
you
tried to scare me.
Yeah.
Like,
you were at
ducked
Carl's
down.
Jr.
I was like, whoa, and like my pants just burst
Just
open
nuts
from the
to
back.
butt gone, dude.
Just tore. And I'm like looking at them, they're not scared for one. They're like, what the fuck? And I'm like, I just tore my pants, and they're like, oh my god. I like turned around and looked, there's this huge gap.
I was
That's amazing.
it was freshman year, after a basketball game, because after you play, usually varsity team plays later, so you shower and you go watch the game. And Ray's mom would always get Ray and I food.
Yeah.
And she got us McDonald's. And
Bullshit.
and so anyway, our bleachers, they get pushed in and then they get pulled out. And so underneath the bleachers, you can get under them very easily. And it's just steel that's like crisscross, to hold it up. And Doug took the McDonald's and he starts running underneath, and so it's like every step you have to duck. And he gets to the and he's like a champion, just crushing it, going so fast. On the last one, stands up too soon, just boom. And so the cross beams, he hit his head, in the center of it. So, and he's got a shaved head. So it's just this fucking red marks, dude. And our food just goes everywhere.
I remember
and
that.
I think Ryan had got some too, because Ryan was like, Doug, my nuggets! And Doug is like knocked out. He has this cross across his, his forehead. Yeah, that
was like sophomore year, I think.
Yeah, sophomore, freshman year, probably.
That's so
That's
funny.
a perfect reaction, though. I'd be pissed about my nuggets,
Ryan, that's all he cared about. He didn't care about Doug.
Yeah, nuggets first. I'll worry about you afterwards.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That's good.
I remember Colin grabbing a rim after the game, just smashing his head on the ground.
Oh, yeah.
It's held too long. Wham! Pounced up.
Yeah.
Nobody saw that. I was right behind him, like, God damn. You alright, Colin?
Yeah,
They didn't see it, but they heard that.
I remember when I was at Bally's, we put a chair there and I dunked and I held on, but the rim got caught.
Yeah.
So I'm still holding on, and then it decides to break, come down.
Yeah.
And I wasn't expecting it, and I lost my grip and I landed on my back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, see,
Rough.
I can't dunk, and I've always been envious of people that can, but after hearing that, I'm kind of like, maybe I'm better
dangerous
off
up there.
not
I tried to
dunking.
jump over someone and dunk and ate.
Oh, dude.
Just ate it into the curb. Like, yeah.
Remember when we were playing Century? At Century?
Oh,
Remember?
yeah.
And you had that layup? It was could have been the game winner, I think, or a buzzer beater at the
one
half.
took off too far.
Yeah, that one. That's one. But you made that one, I think.
I don't know if I made that one or not.
There was one where you tried to jump over someone in high school.
Freshman year of high school, I remember that. I went over, just I was almost over him.
Yeah, he almost was, but it was just this
I was, trying
skinny
to
white dude's face straight in Jesse's nuts.
Like, what were you doing?
Yeah.
I tried to jump over him.
You gotta try, though, right? One time.
Stupid. I had no other options. So fuck it, I'll try to jump over this guy.
Yeah, because if you do it, it's awesome. If you don't do it, funny story.
So, this has no relation to sports or basketball, but hearing you talk about, jumping over things, this story just clicked. I was working at the Reserve, and it was a late night event, and me and my buddy Bryce, we were working together, and he sets up like 3 chairs like in a row, and he's like, think you can jump over these? And I'm like, yeah, dude, I got it. And like, I'm kind of nervous. So like, I sit there and I just like, fuck it, I'm going to send it and go. So I run and like, I jump and I'm going to make it. And right as I'm about to land, this chair just comes flying at my feet.
Oh.
And like, I hit it and trip and everything. And Bryce is like laughing, and then he just goes like stone faced. I'm like, did you fucking throw that? He's like, yeah. Why? I don't know.
You just did it?
Yeah, he just fucking threw it at me for no reason.
That's a Tevin thing, bro.
Dude, it was, but like the worst part is, it was so fucking fun.
Oh, dude.
What? You got shot in the creek?
Dude, he did, and when he landed, because I think he was barefoot.
Yeah, we were barefoot.
Yeah, and
creek back here?
he had like a stick or something went in his heel.
We kept jumping over it back and forth. Like,
I remember that.
on the rope or whatever.
Yeah,
Kind of where it like goes like lower to higher.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
made it every time, and Tevin was like mad, and he like shoved me one time.
Yeah, and then he stepped on like
There was like a stick in the ground.
and it went in his heel,
fuck
pretty good. And so he limped home, and then he's like, "Dude, can you give me a Q-tip?" I can't believe I forgot about this. This is maybe the hardest thing I've ever seen a child do. It's fucking insane. He goes, I'm like, "Yeah, I'll go get you stuff," and I bring down the thing, and he grabs the Q-tip, and he shoves that fucking Q-tip in his heel, the bottom of his heel, and he's cleaning that shit. I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Oh my god, dude.
It's like, dude, we're like 7, and he's like, "I gotta clean it, dude." It's like, no, you don't.
Oh my god. That's just painful.
Yeah, it was hard to watch.
How old were we? Like 9?
Yeah,
like
7, 9.
grade?
Yeah, something like that.
I remember that.
Did you ever go play
I
like
was like, dude.
that's dude
Like he
Just Q-tip in his foot. I'm like, oh god.
Jesus. 27, I'm cringing thinking about that.
Yeah, I heard
To get a fucking splinter, I'm like, oh damn it.
Yeah.
That'll heal. It'll take care of itself.
My mom hates how I take out splinters. I've
Yep.
gotten the worst splinters because I work with wood.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
your cuticle right there.
Fuck that. That sounds painful.
I
Take the
had-
thumb. Take it
there was
off.
a big piece of plywood about like this long. It was like 3 inches at the top and came to a perfect point. And we were cutting out a wall, widening a window, and the guy I was working with, Eddie, cut it, and I was underneath on the other side doing framing. And it like that piece swung down, like imagine it swinging from a little piece of wood, it broke and it fell straight down. I was like, oh, like hit me in my hand. So this long, bam. I'm like, oh, I'm like, it's nothing, right?
Yeah.
And I keep going back to work and I'm like, dude, my thumb hurts. And I look and there's just like a 1/4 inch down, it broke off right at the cuticle. So I had this plywood like in my thumb. But I like got it, I stabbed it like this with a box cutter knife and then like slid it up out. So
Jesus
like,
Christ,
my mom hates
dude.
the way I do those things. Like if I have a sliver, I'll just take it with a box cutter knife really gently or a needle and like pull it. I get it out.
Jesse's just at work. Like, get a Q-tip now.
Why the fuck are your nails so long? Your thumbnail.
Oh, dude, I'm a biter, man. So like I forget, you know.
You forget to bite them?
No, it's hard now to bite. Now I gotta cut it.
Dude.
They're not that long. Let's
Looking like you got
Painting a real poor
acrylics
picture
on
right
it,
now.
what do you call this thing? No, I mean they're just surprisingly long thumbs.
See, I'm a biter
I have
too,
nice
but like
nails.
Yeah, you do. Mine are fucking gross.
mine are fucked up because I bite them. But like the thumb, I can't do it because it always like goes way too far down. So I don't even try anymore.
Oh, you pull too far.
Yeah.
It hurts.
Well, not only that, like I can't get the angle, and I'm not patient enough to like bite all the way around. So I just go for it, take the gamble.
Yeah. Didn't you get a splinter in your eye? Yeah.
Twice.
You got
Twice?
I've had a splinter on the inside of my eyelid.
Jesus
it was like
Christ.
stuck on the inside of my eyelid. And every time I like blinked, I could feel it like scratching my eye. The first time it was at work, and I was like, oh, it's nothing. Like I just got some shit in my eye. And I like finally got to a mirror and I'm like trying to get it. And I'll like stick my fucking finger in my eye and get shit out. But I couldn't find anything.
With those nails?
And it got so red. And I was like, I couldn't see out of it after a little while.
Yeah.
And then I went to Rite Aid and I was trying to find like the eye wash. Have you seen that? You like
Yeah.
put the cup on your eye and you like keep your eye open, just look around. But I couldn't find it. My eye was all blurry. I'm like, what the fuck is this thing, dude? And my eye's so bad. I'm like dying. And this old lady helps me. She's like, oh, honey, you look terrible. I'm like, yeah, like I need this. Like, she's like, do you want to pay for it? I'm like, no, just open it up. And she just starts helping me. Makes it worse because I don't know what's in my eyelid.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell's going on.
oh Jesus.
And I went to the eye doctor. My cousin took me there, and he like flipped my eyelid, and it was a mahogany sliver, which is a hardwood. And he was like, gave me this numbing eye drop, which was the best thing in the world at the time. I was like, oh, I can open my eye. And then he flipped my eye, and he's like, dude, your eyeball looks like ground beef from like how much.
Oh, fuck.
So your eye can take that much damage. Like I still have 20/20.
Dude, so here's the crazy
did
thing.
not.
And it happened again though. At another date, and I had just lost health insurance. Same eye.
Oh, Jesus.
And I knew the feeling. It happened. I'm like, that's a sliver in my eye.
Jesse, where are you going? Nope. Sliver in the eyelid.
It's not just a piece of wood in my eye. It was instantly. I knew it was a sliver in my eyelid because I had it, and I turned 26, had no health insurance, so I was like, man, maybe I'll get it out. And all day, and I just slept through the night, bro. I went home and slept through the night, and the next morning I was driving, so it was in the middle, so I had to look to the left. I had to look to the left, and then look that way. So I could blink now, because it wasn't scratching my eye, it was over here, like the sliver's like over here, you know? So I'm driving like that. No, actually it was this way. It was like this. So I'm looking over my left shoulder.
Yeah.
And I'm driving like this in the morning, like 7 a.m. to fucking ER. I can't see. And then I have to like turn, and I'm like, look back. Yeah,
Oh
it was
my-
horrible.
So I've never had a sliver in my eye, but do you remember the creek over by Charles' house?
No, I used to stub my toe all the time.
Okay. So there was like,
Which one?
it was like a creek that you had like duck under the fence.
Yes. To get over where Tevin lives.
Yeah.
Go
Okay.
back,
But
yeah.
like it was like real narrow, and there was like the creek that you had to walk like ninja platform, just doo. So I sat there and like I turned around real quick because I had to go home real fast, and there's a branch, and I just ran right fucking into it and just straight cut my eye, right?
Yeah.
And so like I'm like, oh fuck, and like the second I open it, all that sensitivity, I get home, my eyes just like watering like a motherfucker. Go to the doctor, he's like, oh, you'll be fine. Like slaps a band-aid on it and says like, keep this on your eyes, and you have to wear sunglasses. And I'm like,
Could be the cool kid in
fuck,
school.
no, I felt like such a douche. I was just like, dude, I don't want to wear these. Took them off because like 3rd grade, everybody's making fun of you. You're like, fuck. Doesn't matter how cool you are. Like, you want to go play wall ball, and they're like, oh, what's up?
Kids be mean.
Took the sunglasses off. Instantly, my eye was just
Stupid
like, dude,
names too.
it hurts so
One-y.
Yeah.
One-y. Single eye. Cyclops.
Yeah.
You're like, come on.
bad. Dude, like, we're friends. Not right now. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck, those kids will turn on you fast. But yeah,
do.
dude, it fucking hurts so bad. I can't imagine like a sliver or a splinter.
Pretty uncomfortable.
Yeah, dude.
Trying to think of like shit.
If you're driving like this, doesn't sound great.
Poison ivy, dude, is the worst, and I get it bad.
I think I'm immune, but
I've never had much of that.
If I had one wish, it would be immune to this shit. I fucking hate it. I remember one time I got it so bad, I missed football practice, like part of the daily doubles, my freshman year. So it was like, hadn't even met the coach and done all that stuff. My ankle was like swollen, dude, crazy bad. Mom was like, I know what we can do. Well, because it has all the blisters to weep. And Mom's like, to keep it from weeping, we'll put this stuff on. It's called New Skin. And I was like, what's New Skin?
Oh, dude, no.
And she's like, it's when you, like, if you get a
liquid
cut,
Band-Aid.
you put it over so that it will, it's a liquid Band-Aid, so it brings your, tightens up and it brings your hands together, or the cut together so that it will congeal and then scar, or scab, and then you're good.
I love that shit.
All over my body, dude. And it hardens up, and then it's just hurts because it's pulling my skin.
Yeah,
and
every move
and it's
you make,
not
it's just
easy
like,
to get off. I had to go into the shower and like scrub it off, and then I was just fucked.
Dude.
I had it the other day. I wish I had that. I can find a
I
picture
think
of
the
it.
hardest lesson I've learned is like when I think it's a quick fix, it's just gonna make it so much worse, and you're just like live with it now.
oh yeah, expect nothing.
Yeah, just let it be.
Yeah.
And now I'm just like, fuck.
You're setting yourself up for failure.
Right? Like, oh, this will work. This is bound to work. And halfway through, just something goes south, and you're like, should have just left it alone.
I've been, I've worked in poison ivy and poison oak, and coworkers have gotten it, and I haven't.
Yeah,
Jesus.
I'm sure I'm immune.
I am not immune.
I think
This is
I've only had it
for
like
sure.
once or twice. I'm like way too scared of
It
it.
looks nasty.
Yeah, no, it doesn't sound great by any means.
No, I
But
hate it.
I get allergies pretty bad, so like that fucking sucks.
I just get stuffed up.
It's not poison ivy,
I think
but
I had a cough since I was like 5, though.
I get itchy eyes.
So,
And the second I itch it, game over.
I always cough. Even when I don't have to.
Yeah, you do that thing.
It's like clearing my throat.
Yeah, I remember that shit.
Just randomly out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Fuck thing!
Especially if I do have a cold.
Yeah.
Well, it's because, like, when I used to cough when I was a kid, but you have, like, a cough attack.
Yeah.
I just remember one specific time my dad was like, get it out in one. Fuck. So I was like, get one cough out. And that's always like that now.
Yeah, that's the same. It's never changed. I remember, so Shit like that.
People
So, like-
cough. Get down in one. Fuck.
Dude, that's crazy.
Be careful what you tell your kids.
Yeah, for sure, because they're just gonna believe that shit forever. Yeah. I forgot what I was gonna say now. Happened to me the other day. Couldn't remember anything. Here's the second embarrassing story. This one might be like kind of, I don't know. Anyway, so I'm at church camp. I'm in 8th grade church camp. So it's like the last year that you could be a camper instead of being, I don't know what they call them, counselor, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so it was like night 1, and we were in our cabin, and we were like wrestling. So we had those shitty mattresses, you know, that you have at like Larry Steele basketball camp.
Yeah.
Where it's like the shittiest stuff, and they've probably been around since
You're
like the 20s.
Just
They're
better off no mattress
flat.
at that point.
Yeah, I mean, it's terrible. Like it's slightly better because you're not sleeping on like wood,
Right.
But like you're sleeping on nothing.
Yeah.
And we took all the mattresses off the bunk bed so that we could just put them around the bunk bed so that you didn't fucking crash and hit your head on it.
Yeah.
So we're all there, we're all throwing and rolling around doing all this shit, and I was wearing shorts like this, and like I get tossed to the ground, and my balls just pop out my shorts. Because back in the day, because now I wear briefs.
Yeah.
Probably because of this. But like it's either briefs or like spandex compression shorts. And back in the day you wore boxers. And boxers were just like loose fitting.
Yeah.
You could basically take them off and they could be just short shorts. The only reason why people would know is because there's a button so you can whip your dick out. And my balls just flop over to the side of my leg, and the counselor saw it and he goes as I look around, like, oh fuck, this is gonna get in so much trouble for looking at this little kid's balls, dude. It's like, what the fuck? And I remember I didn't know what to do, so I like stood up, like played off, like I like grabbed him like this, was like laughing at him. He's like don't touch me. Like, sorry, bro. But yeah, I remember that, and I don't think anybody else, but I remember like the look he gave me, and I was like, fuck.
Oh my god.
I was at my church camp, and my balls just flew out.
See, I feel like that with Jesse and it happened to him, he'd be like what you see?
Yeah.
Just so big.
Dude, at church camp, we would stay up late, and our parents would either give us money or they would pack us a bunch of snacks.
Nice.
And so my mom was always over the top on it and packed so much stuff, and we just stayed up playing like poker and bet candy
That's awesome.
at church camp.
I love it.
It was so fun. My church camp was a blast.
I remember you going to that.
Yeah, it was so much fun, bro. Yeah.
I always wanted to go to summer camp.
Oh man.
Never did.
Fuck. You never did any summer camp stuff?
Like we're in
You meant like go away.
yeah, like
For
stuff
camp,
like that,
yeah.
like 4-day camps or whatever. Yeah, we never did summer camps. I always went on camping trips with the family. And shit
Yeah,
like that.
for sure.
But like I never did the summer camp thing.
I remember I went camping
Camp
with you one
Ireland.
time. I went camping with you, John, and James at Gearhart.
Oh yeah.
And I fell asleep early.
There's a pyro thing.
Yeah, I crashed.
You lit
crashed
what on
hard.
fire?
All my socks.
What the fuck,
They
dude?
didn't come out to play.
Yeah, no, I didn't because I fell asleep.
No, I know, that's the penalty. Damn.
Yeah, he like roasted me for it. Just literally roasted my fucking sock. I woke up, I had no socks. It's like, what the fuck?
We were young then too.
Yeah, we were young too.
Cause I stayed with James.
What was that?
Jesus.
Yeah, James is what, like 52-foot camper?
Yeah,
He was
we were
glamping.
glamping.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
We were in a tent and I had no socks.
That was
Cold as fuck.
the crab beach. It's
Yeah.
just a bunch of little tiny crabs.
Mhm.
Me
With
and
no
James
socks
just,
now.
Just throw them at each other.
What
Like
the fuck?
little baby crabs.
Dude, James is so funny. I
Snip
remember.
on you.
Remember how like everyone's house is like slightly different. Where James's house feels kind of like really strict.
Yeah.
You know, my house not strict at all.
Yeah.
Devin's house not strict at all. Your house strict kind of. You know, you're.
Yeah.
It's like you're kind of afraid to like do anything because you just don't know.
Yeah.
And you don't. It's just a weird feeling. Like you don't want like Brian. You just don't want to like fuck with Brian. Just let him do that.
That's the thing. You never get in too much trouble. But
Yeah.
It's always the initial reaction where you're like, fuck. Like,
Yeah, I don't want to do it. Yeah, but it was the same way with Brent and Dorothy. I always felt like I knew them pretty well, but I never got really close to them.
yeah.
And so it was always just like, don't piss them off, you know, and you always had to be really quiet at like 7. They went to bed hella early, but they would make dinner. This is the thing that James still does this shit to me to this day, where our friend James is 6'8". He's like 280 pounds.
Yeah, he's a
huge
big dude.
He's huge. And we would go downstairs to eat dinner, and he would eat this shit in 5 seconds. A full plate of spaghetti, and just boom, gone. And he wouldn't be the good friend and just chill with you, you know, talk with you.
Yeah.
He'd leave you.
Go back to doing whatever he was doing.
You're just eating dinner with his parents by your fucking self. And you'd think I would get close to them, but it was always awkward as hell. He'd just go play games.
That's happened to me.
He's like, you're so far behind. It's like, yeah, you ate this in 5 seconds. You're so far behind. Yeah, it's like you've been playing for 2 hours longer than me. You used to do that shit to me all the time, and he still does it. Like if I go over to his house and like he gets done eating before me, he'll just fuck off to the couch and start playing games or watching TV. What the fuck?
Used to do that all the time when we were kids too. Like first grade on.
Yeah, like James, what the hell?
Jesus.
Yeah, my house is definitely strict with like noises. It's like quiet down.
Yeah, it was. It was noise.
But it's like you can do whatever the hell you want, just quiet down.
Yeah. You remember? I remember going over to your house going, "You want to see my knives and swords?" You'd show us all that shit. You want one? Sure.
Check it out.
Give it on pocket knives.
I used to flip knives like upside down and put it on your arm. Like when we were young, it'd be like 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
Like flip a knife. Kids aren't around knives all the time. I've been around knives, so I'm like, and I go like that, like saw it. I freak out. Like I used to just John and dick around with like the staple gun. There's like pneumatic, which is air that shoots really hard, but like the staple gun that like it's not gonna hurt you. I can shoot you right here, but you don't know that when you're a kid. So I'm like 6 years old, I come over to my house to play, and I'm like chasing them around the staple gun. Jesse, stop! They're scared for their life. I'm like, like fucking chasing them around.
Yeah.
We were always at my house like during the day because my parents were like once they went to bed it's kind of like all right cool and like
yeah,
shut the fuck
kind of
up.
darker too.
Yeah, but Scott Renslow, man, like his house was like the fun one. Like
Doug's house was like that.
Yeah,
we stayed up
so
here
dope.
A lot.
When we were younger, middle
late
school.
as fuck. And I remember my house too was like Doug's got like this in high school where like you could have 10 people in there.
Yeah,
and
I remember people
they had
over
room.
all the
they had
time.
like they had the whole basement basically to themselves, and there was like 3 bedrooms and like this cool little closet thing. So, but it was just like we would stay up so late. We would have 10 people here up until 6 o'clock in the morning. We did that at Nick Brockhoff's house when Halo 3 came out. We system linked the Xboxes and we stayed up hella late.
Yeah, I
just
always
screaming.
fall asleep. I can never pull an all-nighter.
I'm a light sleeper.
Don't know if I ever have.
We'll make it happen.
Oh no,
Yeah,
there's for
we're
sure.
doing
We've probably
it.
gotten close.
Yeah, I've gotten close. Like I always fall asleep at some point.
Yeah.
Like 6, 7. It's like I'm going to bed.
You get to the point where you're like, is this even fucking
I gotta
worth it
sleep
anymore?
now.
Yeah, I have this thing though. When I try and go to sleep, certain like noises. So like if I'm in a room and there's a clock and go, my brain concentrates on that, and that is all I hear.
Yep.
So I have to sleep with a fan on. But I remember I went into Doug's. We were drinking, and there was like 4 people already on Doug's bed. Doug had like a California King, huge bed. And people, instead of sleeping like, this way, they slept the other way. So they could fit a long way. So they could fit more people on it. And there was like 4 or 5 guys sleeping on that couch. And everyone was drunk. And I remember like trying to fall asleep. And each person in this room was snoring at a different time. So it was a continuous snore of just different... And it would never stop. And I remember I was so super fucking drunk, and I was just like sleeping there, and I started to nod off, and I woke up, and James, who had locked himself in the bathroom twice, because he was throwing up, and we had to pick the lock one time, and the second time we did, we were like, fuck that, James, you're stuck in there. And I woke up, and James took my blanket and my pillow, and it was like 5 seconds after falling asleep, and then he started snoring. I was like, fuck this, I'm leaving. But that's what it was, man. It was just like a continuous. It always just rose, never fell. The worst.
That's funny.
Yeah.
God,
You guys hear
that's
about that
terrible.
new serial killer?
What?
Yeah.
No.
Me either.
All right.
Is it? No. Have you guys watched the Ted Bundy one?
No.
Any of the docs?
I've watched the documentary, not all the way through, but enough to know who Ted Bundy is and what he did.
Yeah. I just got thinking about it because
I didn't watch the movie though.
Tanya's like always into. I don't know what it is with white girls and murder mystery stuff. Yeah.
Fucking wives with knives and shit. If your girlfriend's watching Wives with Knives, you should probably nix that, man.
I don't think she's watching that, but she watches a lot of fucking crime
Not just
stuff.
you, I'm talking to everybody.
I've never even
Watch your
heard
back,
of this
man.
before.
Yeah, dude.
Fuck. Wives and Knives.
No, it's just a show.
You ever see something when you're a kid and you
with
just
guns too.
yeah.
It's not just TV.
You ever get like scared of something when you're a kid and it still scares you now?
Yes.
Sort
I know exactly what it is.
of. What is it?
Did you ever see the movie Darkness Falls?
Yeah,
With the tooth fairy?
evil tooth fairy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like part of the reason today, like I mentioned earlier, like if I hear a noise, I just like roll over and just fucking stare at someone until I fall asleep because of that movie. Like the tooth fairy just to this day scares the fuck out of me. Riding my longboard home at like summer nights, I'll
Afraid
still
it's gonna
like
get to you?
yeah, I hear this like breeze of trees and like I'm just like I look up and like, there's nothing there and I just start fucking hauling, man. I get home as quick as I can. I'm just like
Mine was.
if I eat shit, leave the longboard behind, get home.
I was watching a, I don't know, some crime show, and this girl's husband and her like had this fight, and she thought he left. Well, he had snuck back in and hid in the closet,
Sneaking.
and popped out and stabbed her over 100 times with these scissors.
God.
She lived, but I remember watching the shit, and I was like, I'm sleeping with my closet door open. Ain't nobody gonna pop out of there without me knowing.
You're gonna clear your closet out every night.
Now I don't have a closet, but I would sleep with it open if I did.
Jesus, man.
Have you ever seen there used to be a show called Tales from the Crypt,
Yeah,
Yes.
I remember that show.
and then there was so the Tales from the Crypt guy is really creepy looking.
The
Remember him?
skeleton dude?
He's like a little dude.
Yeah.
And then there was the leprechaun in the hood. You ever seen any of those
Yeah,
movies back
yeah,
in the day?
yeah.
So that little leprechaun,
Yeah.
I used to think like my backyard's kind of big. It's like a half acre, and the back of it is like big trees and sticker bushes. And at night, it's scary.
It pushes past it as like a wetlands.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
it's like
backed up
nothing.
to the field off
Yeah.
of Farmington.
Oh, okay.
By that kinder care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And anytime it was dark when I was a kid, I would like, for some various reason, I'd have to go to the backyard. My dad would be like, go get this or go put that back. And I'd like be walking back there, and every time I would try to make it a new distance and walk farther back to my back door on the return.
Yeah.
But I'd be like walking, and I would immediately think something's fucking behind me right now, and just full out sprint to the back, and you're running and like looking back. It's now convinced that it is behind you. Get to the back door, real quick, open and close it. To this day, I'll be. To this day, see Deontay Wilder. I will be walking. It'll be pitch black, like in the wintertime, and I'll be like, "Don't run, Jack. Don't run."
You run?
I'll run.
Yeah.
I'll probably run. I'll probably get a light jog going.
Just a little warm
Still
up.
something there. Not as fast.
He's slower now. He's a lot older. Oh, man.
Fuck. Oh, that's good.
Who do you guys think is going to win this game tonight? Raptors?
What the hell's the score?
look
Yeah,
at
they
it
haven't
now.
lost a game in. No,
Oracle?
I think they're gonna win Game 7. They haven't lost to Oracle this season though.
They're down 3 right now. 2 minutes left in the third.
Klay
Raptors
Thompson's
are?
probably got heaters for Game 6s, dude.
He probably does. Raptors are down.
Damn.
Plus, he's been on KD since KD tore that thing up, man.
Yeah, Thompson is 8 and 12 right now.
Jesus.
4 for 6 from 3-point line.
He only has 8?
He has 28 points.
Oh. Yeah, he's going off. Yeah, for sure. That was a bet we should have locked up, put the mortgage on. Klay Thompson for 35. He's
Yeah.
doing it. Game 6, Klay. Just
Yeah.
nothing. I just saw his Game 6 like against OKC when they came back 3-1.
Mm-hmm.
His Game 6 was wild when KD was on OKC.
Yeah.
Jesus. I hope Toronto wins it, man.
Dude, I called that shit. I told two.
He did.
I told David
Yeah,
and
we're-
my friend Casey, I'm like, they're gonna play Durant. He's gonna get hurt again. He's come back too soon.
They say Jay Williams, you know who that is? I mean, like ESPN.
Yeah.
He's played in the NBA and he's an analyst now. Apparently, he's like really good friends with Kevin Durant, and the doctors told him, like, I guess from what I heard, like, there was no chance that you would tear your Achilles. That it would just be something that would happen to your calf,
Damn.
even though your calf is directly connected
And
to
then
your
his
Achilles.
Achilles blows out. Ruptures, bro.
Yeah. Even if he was in the GM or the general manager
Yeah.
after the injury, he was saying
If you're gonna blame
we had
someone.
multiple doctors tell us it was good to go.
Dude, I was
Yeah.
so hard to watch that
I mean,
video.
KD, I think athletes are really smart about some of those injury stuff now.
But he
They're
definitely
like,
wanted to play and help the team.
for sure, but like, he's gonna be a free agent. Like,
He shouldn't have done it.
yeah. So
To me, like, Game 7, that's a Game 7 move. But not...
yeah, just done, man. You're gonna get hurt. And
You just
not be
knew
able
it
to
was
do
bad, man.
I mean, I respect him for it, for sure. But still, just like...
I was like, dude, what the fuck are you doing, dude? They have
just
you still
hard.
you're
You
out,
don't
and they
want
still
to
have
get hurt.
3 All-Stars on that
No,
team.
I
Just
know.
let them play.
Yeah,
You'll be
especially-
fine. But I get it as a competitor. But like,
Right.
if it's gonna potentially cost me millions of dollars, because some people don't come back from ruptured Achilles, dude.
No.
They just don't.
They have recently, though, with new technology. Kobe,
Yeah, Kobe came back record speed, but
DeMarcus Cousins.
yeah, But DeMarcus is hurt always.
Yeah, he's always
other thing, but like you never know if
The
that's
NFL has happened.
Yeah.
Dude, how about Nurk though? That boy is bouncing back quick.
Yeah.
I was impressed with that one.
Well, it was a clean break.
No, I know, but I mean,
Gross as fuck.
Yeah.
Jesse and I were, and you all three. Well, I was talking to Jesse and you at the same time, like texting back and forth for that game because it was a 4 overtime game.
Yeah.
And
were you guys there?
No, I wasn't there.
Dude,
yeah.
It got quiet. We were way up nosebleeds, like standing room only. And as soon as it happened, like we heard everything down on the court, no problem.
Yeah, it was literally like as soon as he fell, because I was with Tanya. And as soon as he fell down, I'm like, he just broke his leg. Because I saw it. And I was like, he broke his leg.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, he didn't. I'm like, no, he fucking broke his leg bad. I was like, he fucked that shit up.
He was...
And it went, and dude, it was compound fracture. Like, if he didn't, I think if he didn't have, his sock on, it would have kind of like, you probably would have been able to see it.
That's the...
It was bad. It looked bad.
It's weird, man. That's the reason why I stopped wearing ankle braces.
Why?
Oh, I saw someone's ankle go to roll while wearing an ankle brace, and it can only go so far, so it just breaks above the ankle brace, which makes complete sense. So I was like, I'm never wearing ankle braces anymore.
You said wear leg braces.
I rolled my ankles 15 times a piece, probably each side.
Jesus.
It's not bad anymore.
Dude, there was that one time it was super bad.
Well, the last time, this will be the last story I tell, but the last time, I don't know, I have to pee. The last time I rolled my ankle was at work, and I was getting shit on by my coworker, so I was like, you know what? After I say now, I'm not speaking anymore for the rest of the day. Now. And I didn't talk. And it was like going on like 35 minutes the rest of the day. It wasn't a long time, but 35 minutes not talking if you haven't not spoken for 35 minutes around people. It's kind of relieving. It's like, I don't have to say anything. But at the end of the day, I'm moving wood. I'm looking down to avoid stepping on a nail, and I look back up, roll the shit on my ankle, I'm like, fuck! And I'm like, oh! And Bruce is holding the other side, and we're carrying these pieces of decking. And I'm like, I broke it! And he like immediately sets aside, like, what the hell? And I'm like, no, not my ankle, my silent streak. And he's like, what the fuck, dude? Like, oh! I just walked it off.
Oh my god.
I broke it. I'll be right back.
God, that's amazing.
That's hilarious. I'll be right back. He got paid.
Right?
You guys are good.
Now you guys can tell us what you really think about Jesse. Just this part. You can just keep it between us. What do you really think about Jesse?
What do I think about Jesse?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm not gonna say.
Oh, you guys can tell us too, but we'll keep it between us. Our secret.
For sure.
So what do you think?
Dude, that laugh, man. That's a fucking ringtone laugh right there. You get a text every time?
That is ringtone.
Dude, every time you get a text, you hear that? That'd be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, Jesse's a man's man.
He is kind of scary.
Dude, right?
No.
A little bit.
He's always the dude that
beats your fucking ass for
no
no reason.
count him for that kind of stuff. He does do that though. He does try and wrestle you all the time.
Right?
It's too much.
Like, dude, hey, I'm like fucking Pee Wee League and you're AAA. Leave me alone.
If I had all my friends' contact information in front of me and my goal was to have a good time, Jesse would be who I'd call first. Every time.
Dude, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you can't.
Because I know I'm going to have a good time.
Yeah,
I know
that's
I'm
true.
going to laugh.
All right, Jesse, what do you think of us?
Yeah, Jesse, tell us. Oh, you like us a lot? You think they should follow and subscribe and like our stuff? Jesse, that's so kind, dude. You didn't have to say that.
You sound like Jesse right there.
Oh, did I?
Oh, I'll do this up.
He does, yeah.
I don't know what I'm
It's
doing.
totally one of those things that you do when you're around people all the time. You just start to pick up on their mannerisms.
Yeah.
Jesse and I were talking about the other day, where when you hang around people, you start to pick up their mannerisms and you start to synchronize.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jesse and I did that the other day. We said the same shit.
Yeah, text.
Yeah, text. We said
It's happened a few times.
Said the same thing at the same time. Boom.
Oh, that's
Like,
What the fuck?
Yeah, but then we do it again. Yeah, we're like, yeah, that'd be true or something like that. We both said it at the same time. We look at him like, then we type WTF. We're like, what the fuck?
Dude,
And
yeah.
it's like, oh shit.
I've done that a couple times with one of my buddies. It's super weird.
Synchronicity is a weird thing, man. Like coincidences, stuff like that.
What about like deja vu? You guys ever have that?
Oh, all the time, yeah, man.
I had one this last
Yeah, random
weekend.
stuff.
Super weird. We were teeing it up on one hole of a golf course I've never played before. It's the first time I've played with like these these three dudes in a while, and like it just happened. I'm like, I've done this. I know exactly what's gonna happen. It was weird as fuck.
Maybe you have played that whole before.
Never.
Where?
I've never even seen it. It was weird.
in a parallel universe.
Yeah, for sure. There are some like you ever watch those videos of like top 5 strangest things on YouTube?
Oh, I watch top 10.
And the guy, but it's always the same guy in every video.
Yeah, British guy.
He's like, no, what does he do?
Number
He's like,
10.
No.
Submarine off the coast.
There is that one, but have you seen the one where he's like, top 5 scariest things in the forest?
Yeah.
Number 5. It's always that one.
I prefer the British voice.
Yeah, that one's good, but he's number 7.
Yeah.
The headless horseman, and you know that shit. It's always that guy,
Yes.
but
Number 9. I'm like, yes.
the weird, like, I guess not really coincidence, but like conspiracy theory or like weird shit. The weirdest one for me was that German guy who just ran out of the airport. Have you seen that video?
Yeah, he just runs.
He's like on vacation, and he can't fly because he got like beat up a little bit. So the doctor wanted him to wait a day before flying, and so he stayed. And his friends left, so because he had like the inner ear thing, and so then all of a sudden after a few hours, he calls his mom and tells him to like cancel all of his credit cards, and that like people are watching him and shit. And he's never had like schizophrenia or paranoia or anything.
Yeah.
He's super paranoid. Like when he went to go see the doctor the next time to like get cleared to fly, he like the doctor said that he told him that people were like chasing him and following him. He's like super spooked. Like every person was like, "What the hell's going on?" And eventually he gets to the airport, and there's footage of him getting to the airport, walking with his shit. Normal, just perfectly fine, whatever. Not even like looking around or anything, but just normal walking. He comes off camera, and then like 2 seconds later, he just starts running. He drops all of his bags, his phone, his wallet, everything. He drops everything, runs out into the parking lot, stops for a second, like looks around, and then he jumps over a barbed wire fence, disappears into the forest, and no one's seen him again.
Yeah, gone. There's
Like
a
that's
lot of
fucking weird, man.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and that's the one that always like, but it's always that guy's number 2.
Yeah.
German disappears in Spain.
Yeah.
Like what? Why do you sound like that?
Those things are weird, like parallel universe, whatever quotations, whatever you want to put on it, whatever you believe. The guy from Torred. That
Yeah.
was in like
Yeah, I read
what
that
year
whole thing.
Yeah, the man from Torred. He arrived at the airport in like Hong Kong or something. I don't know where he's at, but he's flying back to home country Torred, which is in between 2 countries in Europe, like in between like Italy and something else. It's like a small area that has another name. It's like a place that exists, but it's not called Torred. And they're like, what the hell? And he has a passport, ID, stamps, everything. Like a legit passport from this place called Torred. And he's like, oh, I'm flying back. They're like, it doesn't exist. Like, what are you talking about? He had currency from this place. All this stuff. And they're like, what the fuck? Like, we're not letting you fly. So they interrogate him for like 2 hours, 3 hours. He gets tired. They put him in a hotel next to the airport. Guards there out and everything. Next morning, he's gone.
Yeah, it's
not
weird
there.
as fuck.
Wow. Weird.
Yeah.
What do you believe?
Yeah, they were standing guard, and he just poof, not there.
Yeah.
He found a way to get back on
Back
that
to Torred.
platform 9 and 3. Yeah, he's like,
Come get me
yeah.
from the world, wherever we're at.
Come get me from Earth 9. I need you to pick me up. I'm fucking stuck here.
Little Power
Transponder
Rangers action.
fucking- yeah.
Zordon.
No, yeah, it's like beam me up.
Beam me up, Scotty.
Yeah. I always like to try and watch creepy or like weird things that were found on Google Image or Google Earth or shit like that. Or
I don't do any of that
Guy
shit.
dumping
really,
a body.
dude, it's the worst because guy dumping body off a pier. You're like, oh my god, there's blood everywhere.
Google
Was this
Earth caught it.
staged?
Oh my
Yeah,
God, man.
but it's the worst because you get down the rabbit hole of YouTube and you
Yeah,
get on
it's
at like
deep
9
dive.
and then you're like it's 2 a.m. and you're like, fuck, I've been watching these videos on like 9/11 conspiracies and shit for way too long.
Yeah.
It's like, but then you're also like kind of convinced that shit's real.
The later it gets, the more you watch, you're like,
Well, because you watch
start
like,
to add up.
You watch like 100 of the same video just said differently, telling you the same thing over and over again.
Confirmed.
You're like, oh shit.
Confirmed now. I knew it.
Yeah.
It's like
Deep down,
2
I
a.m.,
always do
fucking-
that.
Yeah, I knew the Earth was
We
flat.
gotta turn this shit off.
Only took me 6 hours, but I'm a believer now.
Yeah, it was rough, man.
I'm a YouTube deep diver.
For
It's
sure.
fun
I'm sure a lot of
sometimes.
people can relate to that. So, if you want to, leave a comment. Let us know something of like a YouTube video that you guys like always go into to be like, I'm gonna get into this right now, and I'm okay with being on here for 5 hours. So let us know that because that would be super cool. And
Mine's for sure the top 10s.
Yeah, top 10.
Top 10 most secure places on Earth. I'm like, fuck yeah, let's get into this.
Yeah.
Seed Vault, number 10.
Yeah, it's great, man.
Do you ever do like the optical illusion deep dives? Like,
you get to stare at the thing, and then you like look at the wall, and it looks like it's melting.
dude,
No.
it's
not really.
We got into that for a while. That was kind of weird. There's also this one in college where we'd smoke a little bit or drink, and like this guy would take a sphere and like walk you through how to turn a sphere inside out.
Well, that is some very stony thing.
Dude, it was real crazy. It was so cool though. Like thinking about it, like that's impossible. Then you like watch this video, he breaks it down, and you're like, that actually makes so much sense. Dude, it's weird.
We used to do that thing at Doug's where one person would have the computer and you would try and find like pop-up videos that weren't pop-out videos. You know, like the one where it's like watching the car go down the hill and then the zombie face goes. Trying to find videos that didn't look like you would be like, oh, let's watch some of these videos. You'd have one in the back of your head and you'd like type it in and just wait for people to scare you. We used to do that shit all the time.
Yep.
Trying to fuck with people. That goes back to me trying to scare people all the time.
Dude,
I don't know why I do it.
It got so bad my mom's just like, is this a video where they jump? No, it's not.
No, this is not it.
This is really fake. Like, no, it's really, it'll be fine. Like, it's a car commercial, I promise. No! All right, Dave, here you go.
Yeah, it's
Damn it.
Bombs World.
E-Bombs World, dude.
E-Bombs World. What about Funny Squirrel?
All the prank calling that we did with like the sound box things, like Jack Black.
Yeah.
Cock push-ups?
Jack Black. It's called a restaurant. I got prank called the other day by my coworker.
Really?
Yeah. It's like, hey man, I just looked at my girl's Snapchat, man. I seen you been talking to her, sending her dick pics. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, you got the wrong guy. I ain't send no dick pics. And he was like, look, man. And I'm like, this is a fucking prank call right now. Like, I've been gotten by a few of them. For sure.
Dude, the best one I've ever done was freshman year of college. There's an app where you can change your number to pop up as somebody else's.
You can still do that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Sick.
But I called Jake Buchanan as one of our coaches, and I could kind of do his voice, and I was just like, I told him, like, hey, like, where are you? Like, nobody's here. He's like, oh, well, you told us we didn't have practice. I'm like, no, they could take the day off. I told you I want to work with you one-on-one. And he's like, oh... Really? He's like, get here, you're off the team. Like, we'll pull your scholarship, everything. Dude comes beelining out, like, not even in baseball clothes. Like, he's like a button-up shirt, like basketball shorts. He's like, all right, dude, I'll be at practice. He gets there and he calls us. He's like, you guys coming? I'm like, dude, poor guy. He was so pissed when he got home.
That's so funny.
Oh, it's the best.
We didn't really prank phone call each other, though. We just do it to other people. Or, like, people's parents do that shit to Brittany Grunmeyer's dad all the time. What the he's like, stop fucking calling. And it's like you knew as a generation of people who like couldn't let it go, like couldn't just hang up. Like if he's like, the fucking kid's gonna stay on the phone, so am I. And you're just like, keep it. Those are the best. But it's whenever I get a phone call and it's like a prank call like that or something, I always play with it. Like just play along,
have to
do some stuff. People are always like, I don't want to answer. No, you gotta answer.
Dude, I go out of my way to answer. Mom, do you know that number? No? Ooh, here we go.
Oh no, dude.
Hello? Oh, recording. Dude, I love the prank calls.
Yeah,
we called a BMW dealership once, and we're like asking for specs of cars. Like, how big's the trunk? And the
just
guy like
wasting their time.
The guy like told us, and we're like, how many midgets can you fit in there? He's like, I don't know. You want me to get a sales rep? And I'm like, yeah, please do. And the dude's like, I don't know, maybe like 8 or 9.
Answers that question.
It was so good.
Like, yeah.
And you know he's just having a real shit day where it's so slow. He's just like, all right, cool, we got this.
Oh, man.
Oh, it's the best.
The best.
I love those
Prank
days.
calling people is fun.
Hell yeah.
Well, those were the good days.
2 hours deep, basically.
That's a good one.
That's a good time. All right, well, we appreciate you guys listening, Jesse. Appreciate you having you on.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Dude.
Super fun.
That legendary laugh, man.
Yeah, it's great. Can never not laugh.
I know, it's the best.
Yeah, check us out. We do podcast Monday and Friday. If your first time listening is now, and we're on Apple Podcasts,
Spotify,
SoundCloud, YouTube, Podbean,
Stitcher
right now. So If you're someone showing it to you, you don't know where to find us, that's where you can follow us at Neighbor Podcast on Twitter and Instagram. You can also follow Jesse on Instagram at Jay Bress, I think.
I think it's just Jay Bresser.
Bresser, and then Twitter it's Jay Bress.
Yeah, it's Jay Bress. Yeah.
So you put that in there if you guys want to know. We'll put it in also in like the description of the video, so you guys can follow him there. But yeah, thanks for listening, and we really appreciate it.
We'll see you next week. This week. Next week.
Some week.
Fuck it. We'll see you guys in the weeks to come.